welcome back to Fire Emblem Tabletop. Last time you guys explored the rest of this underground black market sort of situation. Let's see, what else did you do? You investigated, your companion, who of course turned out to be the severed head of Micah. You hung out at Godfrey's house, Merope was there, etc. The normal crew. And you guys had a bunch of weird dreams. Let's see. What was the first one? I'm trying to remember. One of them was there was a dead lady in a bed.
Yeah.
Who wants to know where her daughter is?
I think. Okay, here's the thing. It was Archibald talking to Beatrix.
Yes!
There was a
The
dead
egg.
lady in a bed, and
Yeah,
there
wasn't
was
that
a
also
third one.
Archibald, or was that?
Yeah,
Also
Archibald's Wild Adventure.
Yeah.
Also, Tina, is my mic echoing? I'm noticing I have both of the mic inputs on right now for unknown reasons why I did that. I don't remember. I don't remember. No, I'm good? Okay, let me know if it starts sounding weird or echoey, and I will shut one of them off. Okay, so I believe you guys, the last thing you did was Archibald asked Beatrix, like, hey, what do we do about this? And she said, go talk to Klaus. So that was next on your docket, provided you'd like to. Okay. Yeah. So, did I update anything? Oh, maybe. I don't think I did. I don't have time anymore. Speaking of not having time, I went on a little design bender, and I planned another thing, which the players are picked. Picked.
Yeah,
I don't remember if anyone.
In December, I guess.
Anyone from here in there?
Yeah, me.
Yes, you.
Yeah, Dwyer.
Myra.
Excellent. Yes. I forgot.
That's a good name.
Yeah, but that should be fun. Technically no newcomers, but a bunch of people that either haven't played for a while or haven't played for a long time. So we're not counting them. They're newcomers. It changes every week, so shrug. But yeah, I'm not gonna run that until Tiamat's done with his game, so.
We're on a boat.
Yeah. Things happen in that game too.
The illustrious hagfish.
The noble and slimeful hagfish. But that is a story for another night of the week. Do you guys have any questions before we get started?
Has Reginald's gifts worn off, or do I need to?
You gotta refeed him.
Okay, I gotta
good because
refeed
that
him.
one was
Someone
like
else
minus
can
9,
refeed
wasn't
him.
it? I'm not doing that. Sorry.
I know. Okay, I gotta do it. I know. I gotta feed my pet. Yeah, it's okay, Reginald.
He stares at you with big wet eyes.
This is just like Donna. Just like Nana.
Just like every cat, really.
Just like every cat, really.
Little guy that goes.
Yeah, but I would say it's not on the top priority if we want to go, just because I feel like we should go to Klaus, because I feel bad now just having Micah in the party.
Micah has art now. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Let me grab it. I opened it. So here it is. Before and after. So everyone's clear what the head situation looks like.
Everyone's been asking why he's been spaghettiified.
He's not. That's like wood. It's like driftwood.
No, yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, multiple people, when they see it, they're like, why is he spaghetti?
Well, because they cut his head off and put him in the spaghetti.
That comes to my mind when viewing this man in his current state is spoodled.
Yeah, they fucking spoodled him.
They really fucking did.
Him.
He used to be the most generic NPC looking guy Klaus could find. And now he's spoodled.
Yeah.
Alas. But it's okay. You guys have, I think, a plan.
Yeah, a plan.
Oh wow. Alright. So, we catch up with you guys. You guys are at Godfrey's house, I believe. You're still standing in the yard with Micah. I think your plan was just to take you four and him. I think you were leaving your NPCs behind, but you're welcome to take any of them with you if you'd like. Not that they'll be particularly useful.
Yeah, I think Octavia will just let them know, like, hey, we gotta go talk to Klaus. we gotta go do that. To points at that's Micah.
Yeah.
Micah just stands there. He doesn't
please
know.
do not run into the forest, Micah, please.
He's just standing there.
He's just standing there, I know, but I want to make sure he stays standing there. Yeah. Are we good to go to Klaus?
I think so.
Okay.
Klaus time.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think the only other thing I wanted to do was give one more shot at my holy weapon, but
Oh,
yeah.
you're welcome.
Unless-
You're welcome to pop
yeah.
over and quickly do that.
Okay.
Just to get that out of the way.
Can I propose something to you?
Of course.
Would you consider same situation with the like rolling for skills and stuff, but would you consider rolling like 3 of them or 4 of them and picking 2 or something?
That takes the gambling aspect out of it. The house has to win, Trikey.
It's just in the set. Well, why is it gambling though, Sam? Because you're selling your character's humanity for something.
But I'm giving you
that's
rerolls.
the game, Drakey. That's the game.
I know. But what I'm saying is like, this is like I've done what like 3 of them, and all 3 of them were largely like just not at all compatible with my character's build, which is wild because I do a lot of things with this character.
I'm gonna say give it one more try, and if it's complete dud again,
Yeah.
we'll have a conversation.
Okay.
I think this might just be a case of bad luck.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm fully willing to believe it's bad luck, but I'm like, the 3rd time I was like, I feel like not having.
Trikey's gonna roll a 95 and a 100 this time.
Yeah.
Damn.
All right, I'll try it. Hold on, because I'll
give your dice a little kiss before you roll.
Yeah.
Everything above like a 35 is legitimately good.
Yeah, I was gonna slap the last passive skill we had on the thing, which is just it's ambition, so it's not like
Ain't bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's just not like it's not cure and it's not critical defense. All right, hold on. I was looking up how much that was because I need to pay for that.
Yeah, fork it over.
It's passive. Ambition. 1,000. Okay. Okay, let me get a D100. Also, it's digital, so I can't kiss it. Sorry.
It's alright. Just blow it a kiss.
You blow a kiss to the screen. Blow a kiss to the screen. Mwah.
I'm blessing your screen from here.
Okay. 98.
What?
Whoa! Hold on.
And
that's
28.
That's physical fortress.
Okay.
And 28. Where's that? And triple mind. You still want to do that reroll, King?
Okay. No, I'm good. No, yeah, but I do still feel like the complete randomness is a little rough, but like I'll take a win.
Everybody hates the randomness until they win the lottery.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I love randomness.
Yeah.
Can you read out what those do for us?
Okay. Physical fortress. Hold on, I'm finding it. Physical fortress is reduced damage done from physical attacks by 50%. I assume it's like the 50% from Dragon, from Son of Heaven, and then 50% of the next thing, and not 50% plus 50%.
Yeah, that would be 100%.
That would be absurd.
That would be absurd. You're in charge of doing the math for that. Good
yeah,
luck.
yeah, no, that's my problem. And it's rounded up all the time, I
Yes,
assume.
always.
And then the
Triple mind.
times 3 to wisdom when making wisdom checks.
That one's a doozy.
So it's just straight wisdom checks. It's
Yeah,
not.
it's just straight
okay,
wisdom checks.
okay.
What's your wisdom?
My wisdom is 19 right now.
Okay. So
Yeah.
Edwin is very wise, but only when he directly thinks about it. When he really concentrates, which is, you know, in character for an academic.
Yeah. All right, I'll paste all
I'll
this
lock
stuff into
in.
this description.
Swag. Yeah, Lars looks like, oh, that's
Yeah,
better.
See, it worked out.
Yeah. I did that on purpose. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, thanks, Lars.
He gives
Yeah,
you a
thanks,
thumbs
Lars.
up.
Yeah.
All right. So Edwin's all kitted out now. He feels
Yeah.
smarter and defensive.
and
Yeah.
I feed my dog, my cat, my Spud.
Yeah.
Oh, you're Reginald. I thought you were talking about Donna.
No, I fed
Feed
her,
my
so
dog.
hopefully she's satiated.
Mhm.
Yeah, hi Reginald. You get two gold. Please don't hurt me.
All right, roll me a d2.
Okay. Let's go to the D2. I rolled a 1.
Okay, roll me a d8.
Okay. That's a 1.
And roll me a d10.
Okay. That's 10 again.
Minus 10 to your strength. Reginald looks up at you innocently, quietly munching on a coin. You feel weak. His cage is so much heavier.
Do you want some help with that?
Still have 22 strength. Don't mock me.
Reginald quietly bites another coin.
Rand, Tiamat would like you to know, F for the stats.
Yeah.
Thanks. Appreciate it. I've been screwed twice now. This hasn't happened in a while. That's so exciting.
You're twice with a high number, Christ.
Yeah. What the fuck? I forgot again the stat switching because I saw 1. I'm like, oh, it won't be so bad. It's a 1, and then I got 10. I'm like,
Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Reginald has blessed you. Okay.
I
Where?
still have 22 strength, so not that bad.
Could be worse.
Sorry.
No.
Could be worse.
You're good.
Could be better, but could be
Could
worse.
be better. Could be worse. So, where would you guys like to go next?
Can we go see Klaus?
Yeah.
If that's cool with everybody.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the next thing.
Is everybody going?
That seems to be the most plot relevant.
Everyone is going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think-
going.
Yeah, I think just none of the NPCs, because I'm sure Gare doesn't want to.
We'll say for Micah, who needs
Yeah,
to come.
well,
It
yeah,
feels
yeah.
like choosing a side quest in the current situation would be an insane roleplay like just fucking real
Like,
end of the Witcher
no.
3 sort of scenario. It's like, yes, the Wild Hunt is like 2 feet from me. I'm gonna go fucking catch fish now or something. I don't know.
It's very Breath of the Wild.
All right. Well. So who's gonna put the hand on Micah to transport?
I'll do it. I already reached in and touched his head by accident.
Okay. He just kind of like stands there, like you can hear the question mark in the air, but he's not gonna wander away from you. He doesn't seem to realize what's going on. And in a blink, you are where? Where are you going?
We were told coordinates or something by
Okay. So you're just going to those
Beatrice, yeah.
coordinates.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did we check where those were to begin with?
Did you?
I think you told us they
it
were
was
like
near where we had been.
yeah,
before.
by Sandrine or something.
Around
Or past it,
Sandrine, like a little bit
Yeah.
between Sandrine and the capital. Okay. So you appear as close to those coordinates. It's not exact. You didn't step on the exact same path as Klaus, but you're pretty close. You can see what looks like the smatterings of maybe a military camp in the middle distance. Like you're on top of a hill. It's on the bottom of the hill. Seems busy. Seems like a lot of people, perhaps like a whole army's worth, is camping out here. Very well defended. And it seems they've already noticed you from on top of the hill, because someone in a guard tower is pointing at you.
Oh yeah.
Perhaps aggressively.
Oh. Should we
God.
wave or something?
Oh god, this again. We gotta tell Klaus, like, how do we announce ourselves when this situation fuck? Octavia calls out, Hey! Hey! Can we speak to Klaus? Please?
It's quite far.
Okay.
Oh, like how far are we talking?
It's like, you know, a 10-minute
a
jog
mile?
away.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Maybe
So it's a mile.
looks at
Yeah.
everyone's like, as long as they don't pull weapons on us, maybe we should just wait for someone to come and get us. Do we just pigeon Klaus? Let's just pigeon Klaus.
Yeah, yeah. You wanna write him?
Sure. Sorry.
You're probably the
let me
most
think.
diplomatic.
Do I tell him about Micah's current condition in a letter?
No.
No.
We could tell him we found. Well, I don't know. I feel like we should warn him,
Okay.
but I don't know. I don't know how you'd say that. You could say it's like it's a problem to do with Micah.
Okay. Yeah, that's reasonable, maybe. Octavia quickly pens something like, we are just outside the main camp. Probably.
We were told. You can say that Beatrix told us
We were
to come.
told Beatrix told us we should come and speak to you directly about a situation regarding Micah.
Okay. You let the letter go. It is quickly picked up by a bird, which you see it disappear on your end and then reappear in a flash of light in the distance. So clearly, you know, the instant messaging is quite instant, regardless of distance. It enters into one of the tents, presumably is red, and then the bird appears in front of you with your same letter. It doesn't have a new letter, but you can see the guy pointing at you kind of lowers his hand as someone tells him something.
Okay.
Okay, I think
We should
that
start
makes
heading
very
over
clear.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, let's get going.
As you go to meet the camp, the front of the camp, a guard on a horse, you know, comes halfway to meet you, and he kind of gives you the up and down look, like, oh, weird people. But he says, you are welcomed by King Klaus into camp. I will
Thank you.
escort you.
Much appreciated.
And it's clear that this guy doesn't trust you.
Yeah,
Especially
listen,
not with your
we don't
present
work for
company.
you, man. We work for your boss. So,
Do you
I don't know what
want
to tell
to?
you.
Yeah. Do you want to like make just like be a little persuasive? Do some kind of like charisma check.
Sure, sorry, that makes sense. We gotta smooth it over. Octavia's just like, man, I had a warning, okay? But yeah, she'll do a charisma check to be like, thank you for escorting us. We appreciate it.
Go ahead.
I am speaking in dead tone. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good roll. Let me just add everything up. Oh yeah, I gotta re-add my luck because I'm back. I'm awake. Yeah, I rolled a 19 plus 18, so that is, just add that
37.
up. 37 plus my charisma, which is 10, so 47.
Okay. He definitely seems to appreciate the thank you. You know, he had to get on his horse for this and everything. So he will just kind of like gruffly like make a sound, but continue leading you back to the camp. It's clear that you're not the one skeeving him out. It's the
Yeah.
flaming thing.
Mm-hmm.
Octavia's like, it's very important we bring this one to Klaus, I have to say.
Can we leave it outside of the gates?
Well, I can stay if that with him.
Okay,
For the sake of the
Klaus,
tent canvas, if nothing else.
that's fair. We can ask Klaus to come see.
Ah, it requires Klaus's attention?
It does.
I see. I'll let him know you would like to speak with him in private outside.
Yes, that would be appreciated. Thank you.
Alright, he parks you guys a significant different distance away from the erected wooden walls of this camp.
Yeah, we would bring a fire hazard in there.
Yeah.
Whoopsie.
And it takes him a few minutes to presumably park his horse, find Klaus, inform him.
Park his horse.
Yeah. But after a few minutes, Klaus comes out. He's wearing like a much more military ensemble. He's got his armor on. He's all weaponed up. He's got his sword. He looks very much the part of the military general instead of fun little boy king in his little dancer outfit.
I will ask Sam, is it still functional as a dancer's outfit, or is it just full military garb?
He's got full military garb on right now, aside from like
Yeah.
a scarf.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the scarf on, but this guy clearly is in business mode. But he comes out, he says, well, I'm glad to see you're all surviving.
Ah! Been a time.
I can tell. Well, I suppose I should ask how things have been going. Any important updates? You had to be here for a reason. Any important generals I should know about?
It's best you just come see.
Come see what? And he looks at all of you and he looks at the thing in the back. It's like,
Did we leave it outside?
Yeah.
No, we're all outside now.
You're all
We're
outside.
distance from the-
Oh, okay.
He came to meet you. He came to meet you.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
'cause
thought
we
for
had
some
to-
reason I thought some people went in, so I was like, "Oh, I'm not talking then," because I was
Oh,
hanging
no,
outside.
it's
Yeah.
okay. Sorry.
Okay. I misunderstood.
Mike is kind of like hovering near the back because,
Yeah.
well, he was told to stand there.
Yeah.
I presume Edwin probably is still wearing the or who was wearing the Jugdral.
Hermit's.
Yeah.
I think it was Edwin who was wearing the hermit's
Okay,
shirt.
Edwin. That's a wisdom check.
Yeah, you're super good at that.
You're welcome. Do you want to make a wisdom check? You trying to talk?
Talk to Micah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so times 3 to my wisdom. Hold on, let me just. I guess I would put
You could
2 times my wisdom in the
Yeah.
buff.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to do math.
Oh no.
Okay, so my modifier becomes a 23.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna make a wisdom check to talk to Micah. I rolled a nat 20.
Nat 20?
God.
Yeah.
Whatever he's about to say, you're going to understand him perfectly. What are you saying to him?
I think probably like, do you recognize Klaus?
Micah just repeats back, Klaus? And
Edwin,
then he kind of,
yeah.
he shuffles around a little bit and then gets into an awkward kneeling position,
Oh,
like on
yeah.
one knee.
Oh.
Kind of like rolls around in there.
Mhm.
I think
Can Klaus see?
Klaus is I'm gonna open Klaus's sheet first and foremost because I didn't
Mhm.
plan that far ahead in my fucking life.
Understandable. We distracted
have
you
a
with
nice
fishing.
day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did get distracted by fishing. Alright, he's gonna make a perception check. Oh, that's not bad. He's actually pretty good at perception. That's a 19. I think he'll notice like, oh, this thing is kneeling. And then he looks in the bowl and you can see his face just like fall. He was not jovial before, but like, all right, people I trust are here. Oh no.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna take a couple steps forward, peer into the basket, and he's gonna make a quick resistance check.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is he gonna reach in there?
He appears
I
like
think
he is
he
about
is.
to.
Can I like put a hand up? Just like, hold on, sir.
Uh,
I think.
What?
I mean, I don't know if that would kill him, and I do think he still, knows who he is.
He responded to his name.
He. You called his name? You can speak with him?
Edwin sort of tugs at the like hermit's journal, like fancy clothes.
Oh. How did this happen?
We just found him
We found him.
There's a long story for that. Basically, we were underground in Valhalla trying to find other ways to get into the noble quarter.
Mhm.
And we came across a god, kind of.
He
but-
raises both his eyebrows at that.
Ever heard of a Zygon?
He's gonna make a history check. Dude. That's not good.
Oh no.
That's his. Oh, hold on. That's a 13. He like wrinkles his nose a little bit vaguely.
Well, we ended up in its territory. Apparently, that's why the ground is so fertile around Valhalla capital. So,
Interesting.
But as we were fighting it, we came across what we originally assumed just to be an effigy, and we had encountered effigies before in the peninsula, so we thought, oh, it must have wandered off. Let's just let it tag along with us, and we didn't notice his head until later.
I see. You did the right thing bringing him back here. He's gone for long periods of time. I wouldn't have known he was deceased until much later. So, I thank you for that.
Sure.
And he goes again to reach into the basket.
Sir, if it is still him, there's a possibility we could help him.
Edwin, with all due respect, you're a perfectly fine mage, but, well, this man has clearly been beheaded.
Well, if he still recognizes his name, you would think that his soul is still in there, right?
I
So all you would
suppose,
need-
but in what a state.
Well, it's not. It's really, you knew him better. I wouldn't stop you from doing anything you really thought, but I just wanted to make sure you didn't want us to try to help him, because I think we could.
And when you
If
say
you-
help, what
yeah.
does that mean?
Well, he just needs a body, right?
Can you make an insight check on Cloud?
Yeah.
Oh
Um,
boy.
Yeah, hold on.
I
Hold on,
told
I
you
have to
it was
take my
blood
buff off.
magic. He doesn't like the blood magic.
Well, listen. If he says no, then I don't do it.
Yeah, I know.
10.
10? Well, you can tell he immediately narrows his eyes at you. Whatever, he's not immediately, like, stopping to jump in and shut you up, but he's, like, immediately suspicious about whatever the hell you're about to suggest, but he's gonna let you say it.
Mm-hmm. Well, because, to revive someone, you just need their soul, and presumably enough body for them to go on living, so you could do something with that, is all I'm saying.
Do you have his body?
No.
I'm not quite sure what you're suggesting then, Edwin. You'll have to be more clear.
Get a body from somewhere else?
Oh boy.
Are you suggesting taking someone else's body?
I mean, like,
no
That
offense, Your
sound-
Majesty, but you really don't get to say anything about that.
Can you make some sort of check to say that?
Around with the, like,
I think Octavia
massive
is about
face
to
palm
just, like,
sound. Like, oh.
oh god. Okay, look.
Can you make some sort of check to get that one by?
What
What
do
check
you?
would work best for
Maybe, I
Valente?
don't know. Persuasion, intimidation, charisma.
Skill's good.
I can do intimidation.
Yeah, you could say threateningly.
I mean, Valente's just being like stopping on your fucking hind legs, sir.
Mm-hmm.
And then I drop my dice. Very funny.
Yeah, show him what for.
It's a sign.
It definitely is. Okay. And so base die is a 14. Intimidation is plus 13, 27.
Okay, he bristles visibly at that. And he frowns. He retracts his hands once again from trying to grab Micah's head. He says, well, I suppose in confidence, he lowers his voice like, hey, come on now. I suppose that specific circumstances could warrant that kind of behavior. I'm just curious as to where you intend on getting a body from.
It's a war, sir.
We burn all the bodies we come across, regardless of what army they belong to.
Then don't
That's
do that
fair.
next time.
I'm sorry, Valente, but we need to. It's precaution. We're fighting against necromancers. We burn everything.
This is
Oh.
necromancy. We are doing necromancy.
Well, if
We can exorcise the soul from the body. We have in the past.
yeah, I mean that's what Micah wanted us to do with some of the generals anyway. So.
I'm more than aware of that. That I am fully in support of, because that prevents the Empire from resurrecting them again. Listen, I won't say that I'm completely upset by the idea of having my best spy back, because this is certainly not a state I would like to leave him in regardless. But I cannot supply you a corpse. You have to source your own, so to speak.
Mm.
Then the question is, would you want us to?
He's gonna think for a long second. Say, is it likely to work?
I don't
Can
know
I
why
make
it
some
wouldn't.
kind of? Can I make
Yeah.
some kind of check? To...
Yeah, what
I'm
kind
gonna
of check
roll
you want to make?
support for-
Well,
make
it's
support for you.
necromancy.
There's a couple different categories that can slide under.
Okay.
Plus
Okay, which-
5.
Yeah.
Stab
Which?
your choice.
I'll give you
Okay.
different answers for different things.
Okay.
You can also make
so
multiple
if
checks back to back. I'll allow it.
Okay. So
I would
I'm gonna
assume dark
start
magic
with
is the big one.
yeah,
Mhm.
dark magic. You said.
Yeah.
Okay, let me put that buff in for support. All right, I'm gonna try dark magic first. Well, shout out to your support because I didn't roll super high, but 21.
Well, I mean, the Empire's been resurrecting people left, right, and center, so hypothetically, you should be able to bring him
Mhm.
back, especially because, well, he's ahead of the curve. He still knows what his
Mhm.
name is.
Yeah. Can I do like a holy magic for like healing wise? How good like would that work to put someone else's body?
Go for it.
Oh, I didn't roll much higher. 21 again.
Well, you don't know much
Oh
by...
wait, I'm forgetting to put my proficiency in.
Bro.
Sorry, the previous one, they're both 31s.
Okay, well, it's above like a 25, so you get the same answer, it's fine.
Okay.
But as far as you're aware, head transplants, not usually something clerics do very often, if
Mhm.
ever. Maybe you've read like one or two
Mhm.
things about like freak accidents that happen in wartime that you just gotta, you know, copy paste onto someone else's body.
Mhm.
Hypothetically, totally possible.
I think
In
that
practice, you're
going
gonna
by
have to
Micah's-
be precise.
Apologies. Going by Micah's current state, I feel like this universe already has a higher success rate than real life for head transplants.
Yeah, though
Yeah.
also now, hey guys, you know that achievement where you reconnect a head with its body.
Yeah,
No fucking way. It's out there.
Do you want to hear the funniest part?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna allow this to be a backdoor to get that achievement.
It wasn't this guy?
Listen,
No,
man.
St. Heim.
Yeah.
Who's saying
It's St. Heim said, however, I was unspecific, and therefore...
I've been
Well,
thinking about that
Welcome
one.
to welcome to Game Changer.
All right, can I also make a medicine check for just like
What do you need to do to get
yeah,
that
like
successfully?
the skill level you would
Yeah,
perhaps
sure,
need.
like the roll.
Yeah,
Go ahead and make a medicine check for me.
yeah.
You want support?
I already rolled, but it's okay.
Okay. That's okay.
25.
You're gonna have to clear a 25 or higher for it to work. And at a 25 is when it works the least.
Okay.
After that, if anything lower is just failure, anything higher is better degrees of success.
Okay. Well, I think Edwin does consider it, and then he turns to Klaus and he says, well, it's definitely possible. It would be difficult.
Difficult.
Yeah, I mean, all of my experience with healing has been just out of necessity. Maybe if there's anyone you trust to do, I don't know, surgery, that would help.
The surgeries we do here is usually on broken legs and missing arms, that sort of thing. I don't think I've ever seen someone get their entire body replaced, but if you'd be willing to try it, I could supply you some support. I don't want any of my countrymen messing with this sort of thing directly. No offense.
No, that's okay. I understand, and I wouldn't offer it if this wasn't something that would help both him and, I presume, your cause.
As I said, I have no desire to lose my best spy. I'm a bit miffed as to how he got in this position in the first place. He's usually a little bit more discreet.
Yeah. Well, do you want to ask him? Because, I mean, you could borrow this coat.
Oh,
It's,
it's as simple as that?
yeah.
Oh.
You gotta
Yeah, you still
think
have to,
about it.
you still have to
Yeah.
understand him. It still takes a little work, but...
Oh, well, I there's no harm in giving it a try, yeah.
Edwin will hand him the Hermit's Journal.
Alright, he hands you his scarf just to hold. You can put it on if
Yeah.
you want.
No, it's okay. Edwin's just like holding it in his hands like it's like a snake. Not like a
It's
not
very
like-
nice. It's like silk.
Yeah,
fancy.
yeah. But Edwin's wearing gloves, so
Alright,
Wanna
he's
count
gonna
it
make
well.
a roll. Oh, that wasn't very good. Alright, hold on. Oh, actually, hold on. He's got a pretty good wisdom set. That's a 17. I think Klaus will stand there for a second, just kind of like staring at Micah, and then he'll make what you can only describe as like crackling noises from his mouth, like popping and spitting noises. To which Micah, of course, answers creaking, popping, spitting noises. And Klaus frowns deeply before taking it off and says, it seems as though the tunnels below their capital are trapped in more ways than one. Transporters, teleporters, and the like. If you
Can
go
he
through the
tell
wrong
us-
tunnels, you step on things.
Oh, can he tell us any more than that?
One sec. And then he asks, presumably, says, well, he's awfully, low on
Yeah.
words, it seems.
Mhm.
He just keeps saying under and castle and pit. Heaven knows what those mean.
Oh, they have a place
Oh.
there called the Pit,
Yeah, they do.
supposedly where they store their I don't know if it's
Treasures.
valuables or the museum stuff. We saw a museum in Darna, and they said they were moving their stuff to the Pit.
Interesting. I would have assumed it's a prison.
Well,
No.
could be both.
There,
Knowing this
and
place.
also, in fairness, there's a lot of things that qualify as a pit under that city.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. So, Well, based on the mission I gave him, which is, of course, strictly confidential in its details, that is the sort of place where he would have ended up. So I guess he just crossed paths with an unfortunate trap and ended up like this.
This is something that happens in Fjaller's Pyre.
Well, that's just where they do this to dissenters.
And a political spy would most certainly be some
Mhm.
form of enemy. I think I'm putting together what happened here.
Yeah.
It's, well, I think, the Empire certainly does like to make examples out of people, so it would be nice to, prove it reversible.
Yeah.
Well, if we're going to find someone, well, a body, could you tell us, I don't know, if you know how tall he was, and like,
Haven't
they
you
know what
met
blood-
him?
well, yeah, but I don't know his exact height.
Klaus, you picked the most normal-looking man to be your
Yeah,
political
he's pretty
spy.
nondescript.
Yeah.
I know, that's why he was the best.
Yeah, so
Uh,
we... Mm,
He smiles a little bit and he's pulling off the hermit's journal and handing it back to Edwin. Give him his scarf
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
And he thinks, he says, I don't know, average height? Maybe like, he gestures to Valente. About your height? Average build. I don't know what you want me to say. He was extremely average, for good reason.
mhm.
How about you just let him pick his own? I want you
Do
to
you-
take him with you. He can't stay here.
Oh,
Oh,
He cannot stay here.
okay.
If my men were
Okay.
knew the kind of things that were not only happening to their own countrymen, but also that I was allowing you to do, there would
Yeah.
be trouble.
No, I think that's fair.
So you're going to take him
Yeah.
with you.
I don't
Yeah.
suppose you have any kind of transmogrify staff?
Perhaps I can check for you.
It just he is on fire all the time, so it would probably help,
Yeah.
and very visible.
Yeah, I could understand how that's trouble. Give me a moment. And he turns around, he gestures to one of the guards at the faraway door. The guard jogs over cautiously. Says, can you see if we have a transmogrify staff? And the guard shuffles away. He says, in the meantime, while he looks for that, do you have any other updates as to your situation? There were more people traveling with you. I assume they are
Oh, they're okay.
well enough.
They're
Yeah.
okay.
We just
Yeah.
didn't think it was necessary for all of us to come back here.
I would agree. Any encounters I should know about? Any news?
I don't know if he told you before he left, when we last saw him in Walkenhorst, but we did encounter Cersei, and following his job, we did incapacitate her and take down, at least exercise 3 of the 4 undead generals.
Well, we
She's-
exercised all of them. We just
Well, we
couldn't.
exercised all of
The
them.
one
just
we
didn't-
couldn't kill, he did kind of, well, Edwin like mimes like sword in his guts kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He nods, says, yes, he did manage to deliver that news to me at the very least. It's good to hear she is slightly more unarmed than she was before, and I'm glad you managed to keep her away from the front lines.
Mm-hmm.
That certainly makes everyone's job just a bit easier.
Yeah.
I don't suppose
we
you've encountered anyone else of import?
Ulrich.
Ulrich.
Clouds gets like a nasty frown on his face. And
Valente also gets a nasty
Yeah.
frown on her face.
Yeah.
hold on, he's gonna make a perception check for
Yeah.
that. Nat
He's
20.
very-
He looks at Valente with like a level of understanding in his eyes, like he's a lovely gentleman, isn't he?
He's very
He has
slippery.
a thing for me, and I'm not. She just does like a head, like a, the hand against your neck, like
Before, well, our two countries always had a bit of tension, and I will admit we've been to a little bit less cordial meetings than is probably necessary to maintain any sort of relationship. But in the few times I have been acquainted with him, he is an uncomfortable man to be around.
Yeah.
And I would say slippery is accurate.
Yes.
I don't suppose you'd have any ideas for, well, because we probably wouldn't have let him get away, except he can just teleport.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Ah, well, my only suggestion is just to grab him and hold fast, or
Okay.
decapitate him before he has the chance.
Well, yeah,
Though
worth a shot.
he is a spy, so information, it's a valuable thing.
I'm.
Well, I do. Out of character, I'm wondering if we should mention the prison, because we did, like, in theory, knock down one of their beast factories.
Yeah, so do we want to mention, like, oh yeah, we did infiltrate the lizard prison?
The lizard.
Or do
Yeah, the
we
lizard.
not want to mention that? Do we
I
just want
don't
to say.
know. I'm indifferent. I don't know if it's.
We
Maybe
could say, we
something
could just
upset
say
about.
we had an encounter with the prison in the capital, and ended up removing their blood storage.
Yeah, I blew
Ah.
it up.
Yeah, you did blow it
Well,
up.
that's music to my ears. I did hear that one of their prisons had fallen apart, but I wasn't sure to what end. So that's good to hear. One less
Yeah.
thing to worry about.
I'm sure they have more of them, but the less people that they're doing that to, the better.
I would agree. You know my stance on blood magic.
And I think, based on what Micah told us, Huldrick's in the capital right now.
I see. So he's next on your list then. Good. Just get rid of all of them. Or at least dampen their ability to function. However you choose to interpret that.
Comes up, though Octavia goes, how are Lena and Lisa lot in back in Finbar?
The prisoners?
Yeah.
Still alive, last I heard.
Okay, cool.
They keep pestering me with endless letters, as far as I've heard, but I can't say I've been very close to the mailbox recently.
So are they saying anything?
I don't know, I don't open them. I'm not home. He
Oh.
gestures to the random-ass field he's in.
Oh.
I see.
Octavia goes, well, we have... Wait, can Klaus do instant message now? Or only with us?
He has to be in your party.
Okay.
Or, like, responding to someone in your party.
Well, I think he doesn't want to read those letters.
Yeah, he doesn't want to, but I'm kind of like, can we talk to them? But
you're welcome to
Octavia
ask.
feels like...
Yeah, you can ask. Just like, if you don't want them, can we see them?
Yeah, like Octavia goes,
Could give us a
you-
leg up in talking to Holdrick,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
If you don't want them, could you have Beatrix send them to us? Just so that way maybe it gives us information on what to do.
He's gonna
their
narrow his
father.
eyes at you and he says, all due respect, Octavia, what entitles you to my mail? That's official crown business. We're close, I'd say, but you're not exactly one of my advisors.
Oh, I wasn't.
Can you
sure what
insight
kind
check
of
that,
mail it
Octavia?
was. Yeah.
Okay? What does that mean? I'm not as smart, please.
Worrying.
Can someone else roll too? I still have only 14 wisdom on a good day.
Can other people insight?
Insight, yeah, sure. God.
I got
I was asking.
Nat one? Yeah,
Oh.
you don't even pick up that he's putting
no.
anything down.
8.
Okay.
8?
9.
No, Jesus Christ. Fuck, hang on, people.
Yeah, no.
Math 25. Fuck.
25. Oh god, I'm just gonna Micah check next.
no.
Alright.
Okay, what did
Archibald, you're
pick
the
up?
only one that picks up the silent, you're not one of my advisors, big asterisk yet that was being projected into the area. He likes to hire little freaks.
He does like to hire little freaks.
Yeah, okay, Archibald goes a little wide-eyed in the back like, oh, shit.
He's trying to steal your girl.
Octavia.
Kill him.
Octavia does not get this and just like, I understand.
Mm-hmm. And
No, you fucking don't.
Yeah, Octavia fucking does. Archibald can tell her later.
And of course they are prisoners, so it's not like they can send mail to just anybody. So
Fair.
communications
but
with them are limited.
of course.
Yeah, it's
Aldrich has always been very soft on his daughters, and anything we could use to blackmail him could easily incapacitate him.
Oh, I'm sure. But is there any
But I
real way to
respect-
prove that letters are from
exactly.
specific people? That would be useless.
Oh, well, not the letters themselves, I guess just the information.
Eh.
I mean, we do have proof. Sorts.
We don't mean to overstep any boundaries. We're just trying to get any edge we can, you know?
Mhm.
Do you want to make like a persuasion check to get like
Sure.
letter access?
Okay, hold on. I rolled something above a 10. Let's go.
Ooh.
After that 98, it's all been downhill. Persuasion 27.
He thinks for a minute before saying, perhaps in the future, once you get a little bit closer to any specific target of import, I might allow you to communicate with them under supervision.
Mm-hmm.
Not with letters, though.
Understandable.
That's fair. I mean, you don't know us that well, I would imagine, either.
I know you just about as well as I know most of my spies. The best spies are ones that are not often in communication.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, honey.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't have anything else to say.
And speaking of spies, he's gonna turn back to Micah.
Mhm.
And he's kind of got like his hands on his hips.
Mhm.
And he looks a bit tired, a bit like disappointed, definitely a bit sad. Says, I really hope this quack plan of yours works, Edwin. His family thinks he works as a butler. They will be awfully disappointed if he comes home in pieces.
Well, we'll do our best, sir. If it doesn't work,
if it doesn't work, bring him back here and I will return him to the earth myself. As he's earned.
all right. If I look over at Micah, does he seem like he's understood any of this conversation?
Sure. You want to make a perception check?
1.
He looks crispy.
Mhm.
Any news on the Transmogrify staff?
Yeah, speak of the devil.
Yeah.
The guy comes out huffing and puffing. He's red in the face. He looks like a guy that's just been reading through a inventory or perhaps a convoy for 10 minutes. But he is holding some sort of staff. He says, "Here you go, sir." He hands it off to class. Says, "Well, I have this. Would you like me to use it?"
Yes, please. Or
Can I identify what the staff is?
Yeah, let me just quick look up what it's called.
wait, are we gonna turn him into a trebuchet?
Oh no, I was just gonna turn him into something that's not on fire and visibly Empire possession, you know.
Uh-huh.
It's
I'm looking up. I was gonna check
it's
the creature manual.
transfigure. It's transfigure.
Okay.
Because it's not
Mm-hmm.
it's not
Not the
transhumanism.
scale.
That's the one that does it to everybody. That could be funny though.
Real quick, what's Klaus's affinity?
Klaus's affinity is swords. So it's physical.
Or so is this it turns something into the user's affinity
Yes,
or
the user's
okay.
affinity. So
Okay,
pick
his is
carefully whose affinity you want to
okay.
do.
I'm
His
just checking through
level,
what yeah. Oh yeah.
his level is 16.
Okay, hold on. Edwin has fiends, which
I
are
can't do
decent
it.
in my opinion.
I have dragons.
You would just do fire again.
Yeah, the
just
dragons
fire
would be
again.
pretty obvious.
Hey, cool wyvern.
Thanks.
Yeah, I mean, it would be more passable than because I'm like, it's not normal to walk around with any kind of creature. I don't think, unless it's a mount.
You're also welcome to summon an NPC to help you out, grab someone, and have them do it.
No, yeah, I
Sorry,
was just looking. Yeah.
I need a reminder before we give up the Klaus section of the story. Did Beatrix already tell him about the egg, or is that us?
No, she said she was going to send stuff to Klaus. I don't know if it arrived.
It's probably with the rest of his mail.
Oh.
Yeah, why don't you talk to Klaus?
Okay.
While we figure
we're all
this
still in the
out.
room, right?
You're in like
Yeah,
a
we're in a
field.
field.
You're in a field.
You know what I mean.
Mhm.
We're in his presence.
Mhm.
His home away from home. This field. Yeah. Archibald, just after sitting silently in the Mac for most of that conversation, gets a, oh, look on his face and say, oh, sorry, you said all of your mail is back at, right. I don't. He looks around nervously for no reason and shuffles on in closer. I don't suppose you got Beatrix's messages then.
No. My mail is redirected to the capital. Why? Is it something of importance?
Maybe.
He squints his eyes at you
Well-
like, what fucking else could it be?
So, while we were in the desert, in their museum out there, we found an egg on exhibit.
Alright.
A dragon egg.
Interesting. I don't suppose
An
it would be
earth
yours.
dragon egg.
I don't suppose it would be yours.
No, it's not mine.
I see.
Not Beatrix's.
And
Which leaves, I don't know how much she's told you actually, but a very small pool of
let me stop you there,
potential
Archibald.
sources.
He holds up his hand. Let me stop you there. I see where this conversation is going. If you come across that egg, and maybe I don't ask you to do this, maybe I ask someone else, but I think you should exterminate it at the first possible opportunity.
Oh.
That kind of thing is the last thing we need going on right now.
Octavia then looks at Archibald being like, are you gonna tell him the other part?
Just to be clear, which sort of thing are we talking about when you say this sort of thing?
The return of any dark dragons.
Oh.
Shadowy monarchs of old.
Yeah. Right. That too.
What do you mean too?
Well. It's it looked like the egg was relatively new. Like younger than us, which means this is a good candidates for parents include my brother, his wife, Beatrix's brother, Beatrix's cousin. Awkward. You see where the questions lie.
Yes, Archibald, I understand that you must be feeling a great variety of emotions. I too would be perhaps happy and confused if I stumbled upon something like this, but you must understand the risk is simply too high for an Earth Dragon egg at this point in time.
Stepping out of character for a moment. Well, that feels racist somehow.
What do you mean, somehow?
Yeah, it's like, okay, then when would it not be? Because
Yeah.
when
the
would
guys
it not
they stay in the dragon's table until they come out.
Would Edwin be? Would it be rude for Edwin to interject? Like, can't you wait and see?
He's gonna look over at Edwin and he's gonna say, "Wait and see what?"
Well, what kind of person it is?
Edwin, you're young and you're a dragon, but you're, well, you know. So I feel like you don't fully grasp the picture here. It is much harder to kill an infant than it is to kill an egg. Do you think you could do it?
I don't know if I could do either, sir.
Well, then bring it to me and I'll do it.
Octavia has to speak up. Like, there is one problem with that right now.
Its location?
Yes.
The Empress herself took it.
Took it.
He throws his hands up in the air and says, "Well, of course she did. That's the last place we need an egg like that." Okay. Well, priority number 1 is find it. Whether or not you have the guts to squish it yourself is up to you. But if you don't, you should bring it here. He is tactfully avoiding looking Archibald in the eye for the rest of this conversation. Archibald is being ignored.
Can I go look at? Can I turn and look at Archibald?
Yeah.
Whoa,
course
what's
you
up,
can.
Archibald? Should I make an insight check?
There's a real sort of expression, like Fry from Futurama squinting, but a little bit of
Yeah, it's like, bro, what the fuck?
you have a real well, I figured you'd be weird about something, and this is the thing.
We found the
There's
thing.
no way you seemed a little too normal.
I think he's gonna make a perception check, an insight check to feel out the vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he rolled pretty high. He's gonna kind of clear his throat and say, "It's nothing personal. If perhaps we were in a peacetime, this would be different. But, Archibald, you understand." I'm sure
think-
Beatrix
How
would
many-
understand.
How many young dragons how many potential points of reincarnation have you brought into the world single-handedly?
Well, he hasn't brought in any dragons into the world. He's
Yeah,
brought a bunch
not
of
yet.
human children.
Yeah.
All
Not
human?
yet.
All of them are human.
Octavia then speaks up, like,
he had a human body up until very
He
recently.
he had a
right.
human body, and he
Well,
used
he's
his
had
like
multiple-
3 years
he's
of
had
adulthood to
he's had
fuck like a
multiple-
machine.
He's had multiple lives, though.
Yeah. He's probably, I mean, past lives, he's probably had children before.
Oh yeah, like a fucking bajillion, probably.
Yeah. Are you asking him that out loud?
Yes.
He's gonna look you dead in the eye and says, "I don't remember any ice dragons taking over the world."
Not yet.
So what I'm hearing is
Sneers at that one.
because one Earth Dragon took over the world, well, 2 of them.
yeah, technically there's a two
out
for
of-
on that.
How many that have ever existed? You would rather crush a baby than play those odds?
I would, because those 2 dragons that nearly did a lot of damage to the world as we know it were probably quite powerful. And as of course you've probably figured out by now, the more power you have, the more likely you are to end up at the top of the chain.
Sorry,
I don't want to
Tiamat
find
said-
out who's at the top of the chain.
Tira said, "What if we could fix Medius this time, though?"
I'm saying! Like, that's Valente's opinion is like,
it's like
Yeah.
you don't get to decide what a child is
no.
before the
Edwin
child
agrees.
does, but
I think Edwin turns to Archibald and says, "You were looking at that egg. How long do you think it has until it hatches?"
I think
Hard
the
to
last
say.
time they were just in perpetuity.
Not for a little while, right? That was the determination.
No, not right now. Yeah, and it's not about to pop that I know of.
Well, then I think we can worry about all this when we find it, maybe, and not right now, at the very least.
Well, like I said, your first priority is to find it. And any
Yes,
more you
there's
happen to come across, you should let
and
me know.
I do want to be entirely clear. If I do start having dreams where I get to have a nice chat with Loftus himself, we are scrambling it immediately.
As I would hope.
Yeah.
Though I'm sure I don't have to remind you. Well, you're a mere hatchling compared to some people I've talked to before. But as I'm sure you've heard from others, when you're reincarnated, you might not necessarily remember your previous life until later. So you could be talking with Loftus and not even know it.
Archibald sort of half nods at that, like, of course. And he's like, so at this point, I don't know. How many... That table's really doing something to the numbers game, isn't it?
It certainly is, and I'm sure people are dying down there. So they're probably lined up as well. Who are you willing to take a gamble on? Because there aren't a lot of Earth Dragons anymore, so that's definitely going to be someone.
I know. It all went quiet a few hundred years ago.
Mm-hmm. Well, I can't force you to do anything, but I can strongly advise, and if it comes to that, I will take matters into my own hands. But of course, none of this is our highest priority.
No.
We are working together for a different goal.
Yeah. Ripping it out of the hands of that bitch.
Mm-hmm.
He says that out loud.
He nods, like, yes, that bitch. But I suppose we shouldn't focus on such dark topics now. You and I, we both have a lot to get done. If you happen upon the egg, use your best judgment. Think long and hard about it.
Back of Archibald's head. I will. Longer than you have.
Yeah.
He kind of like folds his arms and gets another look at all of you guys and says, well, I will give you my update now then. As you can see, we're well on our way to the capital. We should be there in less than a few weeks' time. And I do plan on laying siege as soon as we arrive. So if you want to be inside of the capital at that point, make sure you are inside. Otherwise, it will be very difficult to enter.
Mm-hmm.
Even through whatever secret tunnels you've already found. I'm hoping
if you're ever in tunnels on your way in, don't, and you see a spiral staircase that just seems to lead down forever, don't do that. Don't go there.
Duly noted. My plan is if we lay siege to the castle, especially the outside surrounding townland, because it's such a big city. The army will have no choice but to go to the outermost edges, leaving the inside part more vulnerable. And now, vulnerable is comparatively the word I'm going to use. It'll be difficult to breach any part of the capital, but I suggest if you want to be dropping any weapons on anyone, you get as close to the target as possible before I get there.
Naturally.
Mm-hmm.
Long pause here. Hey Sam, did the dragon that he was before?
Themistocles.
Yeah. Did
Themistocles, yeah.
Themistocles?
He's still Themistocles.
He
Right,
is
sure.
still.
But were they all in the capital? Like, did he live in the capital?
No,
like
he
Valhalla?
just showed up
Oh,
one day.
Yeah, they
But
blessed
what's
the
he-
I don't even think he
rebellion,
went to the capital at
specifically,
all.
yeah.
He went
No,
to
he
Darna.
just-
He said, "Have my blood, boy," and then he left.
Yeah, and then
then he
if he
left.
went anywhere, it would have been
The
Finbar,
only
presumably.
one that technically that we know of that stuck around is Naga because she was possessing that old man.
She wore that old
Yeah,
man like a
yeah.
fine suit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So,
Everyone else just
Another
wandered
thing.
away.
Yeah, Forsetti stuck around, presumably, because
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
has attachment issues.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
yeah. But to this man, Archibald goes, "Oh, speaking of the tunnels in Valhalla, I do have to ask, since you've been around a while,
He narrows his eyes at that.
Octavia gives
did you
him a
know
look.
did you know about the Society of Underground Whistling People?
He's gonna
you-
make a
did-
quick history check.
Did you know about that one at all?
Did we
'Cause that
tell him
one
about
was news to me.
Vercingetorix, even?
Oh, we should tell him about Vercingetorix.
Hold on, let me
Vercingetorix.
roll it for the
Yeah,
whistling
one
people
one at
first.
a time, one at a time.
All right,
yeah.
he got a 16. He's gonna think for a second. Says, whistling people.
Uh-huh.
I can't say that I've ever heard of such a group. Not a musical trope, I assume.
No. No. That thing I just said about the spiral staircase, we went down one of those. There's
That's where we
people
found a
living
Zygon.
there's people living down there. And when I say people, not humans, not dragons.
Oh.
No. I thought so for a
Some
second, but no.
hybrid species.
No.
Archibald shakes his head very
Lente-
deliberately,
Lente
like,
said-
no.
The whistling is the communication method. They do not speak.
Well, I think they do speak, but in whistle and
And
clicking.
they have these big
no, that's what
eyes,
I'm
and
saying,
Edwin
is
is
they
like
don't-
gesturing around his eyes, like bulging eyes.
You know what? Can Octavia make a bestiary check at this point now that she doesn't have shitty wisdom
to investigate what?
to better describe?
Oh,
what
yeah,
these
sure.
things are? Everyone's fumbling a little bit right now.
Mhm.
That is 18.
You recollect their pointy ears, large eyes, bulging air sacs in their throat, and their long, lanky limbs.
They were wearing
Yeah,
robes. They were
okay.
like really tight robes
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. But they communicate. They use their air sacs to communicate. Sense the whistling. They
Interesting.
did use tools.
I'll be honest, I'm no archaeologist myself, but that could be something to pursue in the future if there's people down there. I would certainly want to know if
They're
they're
also probably
underneath
quite-
my own kingdom. Certainly.
They were in fact throwing body corpses into a giant mouth below the earth when we found them. So that interpret that one
We
as
did
you will.
kill the
Aforementioned. You did
As
what?
Zygon.
What did you do?
You know how we killed the Ethnia as a cube? We then did that to the mom.
He's gonna do that. You know that post, the picture of that guy with like the hand on the side of his face, and then it goes over his mouth.
Yeah.
He does that and kind of like looks around at the surrounding field, like he kind of spins a little bit on his heel, like in a circle, just like thinking, hands on hips, hand over mouth, hand behind head.
God, I do have some freaks here.
For like a solid minute, I said, "You killed it. You killed that?"
I mean, when we did, it something. Well, we think we did because something similarly, like when we fought Esnia, happened.
He's gonna make a nature check.
A negative
Okay.
check.
A nature check. A nature check. He's gonna make a nature.
God, listen,
A negative
we've
check is
had
when you make a
wild
check to see
time.
how much of a pessimist you're about to be.
Alright, he did pretty good, actually. You can see him doing some quick mental math as he continues putting his hand on the side of his head, almost in disbelief, and he says, well, that certainly compresses our timeline a bit for my plans for
Why?
the area.
Why?
What does that mean?
Well, according to the meager information I know about Azygon, I'm not a worshipper myself, of course. Ice dragons don't worship that god. Well, the god of eternal life and death just died, which means we have a limited amount of life left on the clock in that area. I was hoping to get some farmland out of this deal, so we're going to have to move quickly. This land won't stay fertile for long.
What do you mean by
Right.
long? Like in dragon years or in human years?
He thinks for a minute, says, I'm not sure, however long it takes for a god to fully rot.
I mean, that could take a while. I mean,
Seems like he was
already
kind of
rotting.
always rotting.
He was kind of always rotting, actually. Huh.
Yes, but the key was there was always something to continue rotting. If it dies and eventually is just bones, that's it. We got it. This land is now a finite resource, which means we need to get in here very quickly and very efficiently.
So you wanted to genuinely take over the Empire and take their land in it.
He stares at you for a second and says, Of course? What else do you do war for if not to conquer?
I don't know.
And the throwing people into a pit.
I mean, I definitely don't condone that, but the Empire does
To be
such
honest-
things anyway.
Yeah, to be honest, Klaus, it was kind of a do or die situation.
I
Apologies.
understand, and to be honest, this isn't all a bad thing. That's the surrounding area is going to become quite uninhabitable. I don't know whether it'll be tomorrow or in 1,000 years, but people will be forced to leave this place, which means the head is going to die. Finally, the head is going to die.
Mm-hmm.
Valhalla is going to fail now or sooner or later.
Oh,
How long have they been basing society on that fucking thing?
Klaus kind of shrugs and says, it's been around as long as I can remember. Never really been my area of worship.
I see.
Though I've been a
Really
rather
It feels like the
secular
sort of
dragon my
information
whole
that-
life.
It feels like the sort of information that people should have kept passing down. Maybe important.
Perhaps, but
city planning or something. I don't know. I'm not an architect, but
if I were to guess, I'd say that the people feeding it, put themselves in charge of it, and everyone else just forgot because the situation was "quote unquote" handling itself. Humans don't live very long, and there aren't a lot of dragons living in the capital, as far as I'm aware, if any.
but apparently there is some third thing.
It does remind me. I had something similar going on in Darna.
What do you mean? Is there another mouth I need to know about?
No, wasn't a god.
Oh.
Octavia looks to Archibald like, eh.
We killed one of Loftus's
Vercingetorix.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah,
Can you
that's
run that name by me again?
Vercingetorix. Did you
You're
not-
kidding me.
He's
No.
gone.
He's still.
No, we
he
killed him.
was still
He was
kicking.
eating people.
Yeah,
It's always eating people. Why
he
can't anyone
woke
do
up,
anything else
started
around
eating
here?
people.
My dragon's
I
best
did,
asset is its teeth. But that's fascinating. I'd heard he died in the line of duty. Well,
No, as a matter of fact, he completely whiffed it. He was still waiting for the call.
I see. I
You
guess
know,
that was just
like-
something they put out to throw us off his tail. If only I hadn't slept through the alarms.
Yeah, he missed it and wouldn't. Not a bad idea in retrospect, but I tried to tell him and he didn't buy it. He was very convinced that any day now.
It's times like these when I wish I still had a way to talk to the others. They would get a kick out of that. We always considered him to be a bit of a tottering old man. We were wondering when he would finally fall off a cliff somewhere.
There were no cliffs involved.
We did.
I did put a claw through his lower jaw, but
Excellent.
you know,
As deserved.
yeah, he was
And
nice.
apologies if he ate anybody you knew. He was always a bit barbaric.
Why did he
Octavia. Does Klaus want to make an insight check on Octavia?
Sure.
Why does he say that like he fucking knew the guy?
I mean, he probably did.
Like
They were-
personally,
17.
like they went to college together. It's a bit frat house.
Klaus
is
sees
a
like
bit
just a
fast.
little bit of like a somewhat haunted look at Octavia's face.
I think he'll look at Octavia and he'll recognize, like, oh, someone you know did get eaten. And he'll give you, like, a tiny little corner of the mouth, like, condolences smile. Like, he's not gonna say it, but he's gonna kind of look at her like, yeah,
Oops.
sorry.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Wasn't anyone immediate, but and Octavia's not gonna say this, but it's like she's feeling it. And also she was in there watching people get eaten.
Mm-hmm. Crunch, crunch.
Yeah, that's just gonna still haunt her for the rest of her life.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you have anything else you need to update Klaus about before he...
We still gotta transmortify a guy, so he'll be physical
Yeah.
at level 16. Did you?
Well, here,
did someone
hold on.
creature
Okay,
manual?
so we have options here. We could either make him something closer to our level. I mean, closer to our level is relative, where we would only get up to like level 25. For the defense stat,
Mhm.
we could make him something that is feasibly a mount, so that it's something we could like take with us and in like surreptitiously, or we could make him something like small, like a wolf or dog or something that we would just like be like, hey man, like, this is our dog.
Awoo.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is my sick ass dog.
Yeah, this is my extremely sick dog. So those are our options. I don't know if it would be rude to be like, can we make him into a wyvern or horse, because he is a person, but also like it
it wouldn't be right. Yeah, we
Mhm.
just emphasize like it needs to look like something that easily someone could
Mhm.
maybe use as a mount, or at least like it makes sense for them
Mhm.
to be in our party. But we're not gonna actually ride him. It's more just incognito stuff.
Mhm.
So I think probably at that Octavia's like, what do you think would work to make him least noticeable?
Who are you asking?
Klaus.
Klaus? He says, well, based on how this magic usually works, well, there's still echoes of the present even if you change it. So
Mhm.
I don't know, something that could be easily covered up. I genuinely don't expect the fire to go away. At least fully.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
As well as he kind of gestures toward his head. undead aspect. There's only so far you can push it before the magic simply doesn't want to work.
Well,
yeah.
I guess we could try a wyvern because all we have here, we got physical, we got fire,
You're
got
welcome
wind.
to try it multiple times. It's not
Okay.
like this thing has limits.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I feel
Okay.
like
When. Mhm.
I do think the one benefit of the wind table is gargoyles are already weird.
Mhm.
So we could make him like some kind of gargoyle and be like, yeah, this is a fucked up weird gargoyle. What do you expect?
Yeah, we
I
found him in
don't
the
know.
mountains.
Yeah, I don't know how weird it is for people to use gargoyles as mounts in this universe. I know it's like a thing in the game that
Do
you
you
can just
want to
use.
make like some sort of check?
Yeah,
It depends what you check, what answer I give you, but
Octavia, bestiary check, go.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Too
what's
bad
what?
Godfrey's in here to give me
Yeah,
support.
out of the options of the question being out of the options of like wyvern or like large dog or horse or gargoyle or stuff whatever else we can reach
Mhm.
what stuff would be like big no that you
Mhm.
would never see around like
Mhm.
giant spider, is that a bad idea kind of thing.
Mhm.
I don't
Yeah,
That's not my favorite
it's
option, but
I don't think we can get Nyx involved.
yeah
Despite me loving her.
yeah
Aw, I
so
miss
yeah
her.
yeah
I miss her every day. Not natural 20.
Okay, I mean I can just read off
mm-hmm.
the ones that are his level or lower, that you might feasibly see out there
Yeah.
without it being like super weird.
Okay.
So like any form of horse would probably be fine. War horse. I can't read my fucking sheet. Hold on. Everything is so scunched up. Let's move this. There we go. Yeah, any form of
I'm
horse.
seeing it move in real time.
Probably none of the dogs. Millicent is an outlier and should not be counted.
Oh.
I'd say any of the automatons would fly, but only in Finbar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you have one in the capital, they might be like, oh, I don't know about that. Wyverns, any form of dragon will fly. Any form of dragon is fine. If you have like one of the dark ones, that might be a little bit of a head turner, but he can't even get that high. That's a level 18. He's level 16. You have to go within his level.
Okay.
Let's see.
I think we should make him a normal ass wyvern.
Any of the
only
dead things is not good. Oh, do you want me to read the rest of the sheets?
No, yeah, I was just gonna say I think the only ones we can
What
get
about
to are
things?
physical, fire, and wind right now.
Yeah, the gargoyles. Okay, so gargoyles are kind of like if you live near a mountain, that's more common, like Hell's Fingers. But Hell's Fingers are within the bounds of the Empire, so it's like weird, but not something no one's ever seen before.
Okay.
Like it kind of be like, oh, you have like a rare pony. That's interesting. Anyways, goodbye.
Okay.
Would not jump for the skin Pegasus.
This is my purse dog. He's made of rocks.
Let's see if any of the other ones are good. A sea dragon might be fine, but good luck wandering around on land. I don't even know if you can ride any of the light ones. He's already an effigy. You can't turn people into beasts.
Into a spud.
It's but too small. It's but too small. You could turn him into a spud, you just be small.
Yeah, I mean then we can.
You could turn him into something incredibly small and then just put him in your pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I'd say as far as like normal versus abnormal stuff.
Okay.
I'm noticing I think I used the same face for Micah as Cheppy did for Archibald, I should say.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
thinned
you
him down.
actually said that as you
The weird thing is I erased the original freckles and I put new ones back in. So the freckles are moved.
I mean, it really sells how Archibald is supposed to be just a guy.
We're just two dudes. What's better than this? Just guys being dudes.
I was gonna say, we could just turn him into a spud. I didn't want to use the tide pool bangle because we use it for stuff, but
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I think Octavia's like, he be a spud?
Klaus looks at you. Can you make an insight check?
I mean, it's more like she's saying that specifically just for terms like hiding him.
Yeah, can you
But
still
yeah,
make an
it's
insight
like,
check?
okay. Yeah. I rolled bad. That's a 7.
It doesn't take a high check to see that Klaus is unimpressed with the idea of turning one of his best and favoritist men into vermin.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was trying to think of plans. I particularly like them.
It would, yeah. I
You're
mean, it would
alone in
make
that particular taste.
it
Okay.
would make it much easier to transport him.
I mean, perhaps. You're welcome to try if that's how you feel is best.
Well,
Let's
the other
just-
option is like wyvern or gargoyle, probably.
I'd
Yeah.
say that'd be slightly less suspicious. I would definitely look twice at a person carrying around a spud as opposed to riding a wyvern.
Okay.
Octavia
He
coughs.
glances at your pack where Reginald sits beady-eyed pressed against the wooden bars, hungry for the jingly things on Klaus's scarf.
Octavia just turns so that way Reginald's not looking at Klaus.
Reginald scuttles to the other side of the container and continues looking at Klaus.
Octavia whispering him, "Stop it."
Well, I won't judge your affinity for interesting animals.
Octavia thumbs up. He's like, I'm not gonna doubt my spud now. I'm committed.
I ain't quitting you. Holding up this spud.
Just wait, everyone. Someday we'll have a giant spud just
spud
roam
beast.
in the fields.
It's in the at the end of the day, as long as you bring him back in slightly less pieces, the decision is yours. I've definitely put him through worse.
Do we just want to make him a horse?
I feel like wyvern will be less weird if there's fire on.
I mean, maybe Yeah, wyvern. Okay, so give me that. No,
Yeah,
I'm not. She's not gonna say give me that. She's gonna be like, "Ask, may I have the staff?"
He gingerly hands over the staff.
Thank you. And she turns.
Hold on, he's got to make a check. He's got to make a wisdom check.
Oh, yeah.
Are you smarter than Octavia? He got a 19. What's your wisdom?
I have a 14 in wisdom.
All right, he's smarter than you. Nothing happens.
Octavia sighs. Oh, God. Okay, this is embarrassing. Edwin, your turn.
Oh, okay. Edwin will try.
Keep in mind, it has to be
Gargoyle.
from your table. So yours is
So
gargoyle.
make him a gargoyle.
Yeah, I know. We'll try it.
All right, he's rolling again.
Octavia's getting so many
Hold on.
L's.
That's a 23.
Yeah, no, it doesn't work either.
Are you
He
kidding
just
me?
stands there menacingly.
Edwin, man, he's kind of resistant to it.
I entrusted him with a great deal due to his intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want
Unfortunately, he's kept his head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Octavia, you give again. You give another try.
Okay, you do it again. I'll just give you support.
All right,
Okay,
he's gone.
I do it again. You gotta beat 14.
Yeah, he rolled an 18. He remains an impassive wall against your
Okay.
attempts.
Oh my god! Okay, Octavia's gonna roll support on Edwin.
Okay.
Klaus has his hands on his hips, watching you pass the staff back and forth, like, alright, I'm seeing a flaw in hiring smart people. It's the first time it's ever gone badly for me.
Oh, damn it. They're all smart. I can't let the stupid people turn them into beasts.
+5 to his
Okay.
wisdom.
Alright, he's rolling.
Alright. Yeah,
Is it
16?
just
he has to beat a 24.
Okay. So what is he now?
What's his level?
He's at 16.
Oh man. Oh, hold on. Okay, calcite gargoyle then is the highest one within his range.
In a flash of light, he is transformed into a calcite gargoyle, which does look a bit like how he does look now, except slightly less on fire and with like fake woodenish wings. The bottom half, the bottom most of it is wooden, and then with like the calcite head on top. Definitely lizardy looking, but for sure passable as a gargoyle. Kind of just stands there, like the question mark hanging in the air of, But the rolling head is gone.
That's an improvement.
All right.
Debatably.
Does anyone want to try to explain to him why we did that?
We probably could have explained it in advance, but
Well, we
too
didn't.
late now.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I guess I can do it with the Jurnod.
We've talked about so many things. Klaus is just looking at our part like, what the hell is going on here?
Hee
Do you want to try to roll to talk to him?
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me do my triple thing. Okay, so this number becomes a 37.
Okay. Yeah, you can speak with him pretty perfectly.
Okay. Edwin will try to say we're going to take you with us for now. You need a disguise. So hopefully this isn't too uncomfortable.
Kind of just stands there for a second, or not flapping the wings, but you know, moving around, shifting. And he just kind of stares at you, like not answering. He seems befuddled body language wise, but not argumentative.
Okay.
Perhaps because Klaus is here and he'll do whatever Klaus tells him to.
Okay. Okay. Edwin perhaps turns to Klaus and says, do you want to borrow this and tell him yourself? You are his boss.
Oh. Yes, I suppose I should. He'll probably listen to me better than he listens to you. And he puts the Jurnod on, and he rolls...
Octavia will roll support for him. Oh, no, I have awesome gains, so you still get a +5 to a stat of your choice.
Alright, that is an 18 then. So he sputters and clicks and grinds his way through a sentence, which Micah responds to in clipped short tones of similar crunchiness. And it sounds like almost a formal conversation, aside from the fact that they're crunchy.
Yeah, wood crackling sounds.
And by the time that Klaus turns back to you, he says, he understands the mission. Well enough, at least.
Cool.
Now, I fully expect you to come back here with him in relatively unharmed state. And I told him to be on the hunt for potential bodies.
All right.
Makes it easier for us.
When you say an unharmed state, do you mean you want us to fix him away from here?
No, I don't want you to do that at all. If something goes wrong, I want to be the one to put him down. He's earned that.
All right. Just making sure I understood you.
Yes. I mean, not exceedingly battle damaged than what would be expected. But
he can get rescued. He's light enough. This is me speaking to OOC.
Yeah.
Is he as a gargoyle?
I mean, he's
level 11.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, he's level 11. His strength is 16. His defense is 16.
Would it be rude to use him as a mount?
Are you asking Klaus that?
No, just like if if we needed to, I mean, prove that he belonged to one of us,
Do you want to
would
make
it
like
be,
an insight check?
would it? Well, it's a disguise. It's a fucking disguise.
No, I
Grow
know,
up.
but like,
Yeah.
do you want to try to read the room? Whether that'd be cool?
Yeah. I'll make an insight check.
Can we fucking
17.
talk to animals? Don't.
Yeah.
You know what? He's the spy. He gets it.
Mm-hmm.
Probably. He's
Okay.
probably. It's just a role. He's an actor.
Yeah.
He's an
All right,
acting.
All right. Yeah. All right. As in, like, so this is like I'm reading the vibe, and I don't need to ask the question.
Yeah, the vibe is distinctly whatever you gotta do it. Micah will forgive you, probably.
All right.
Unless, of course, you murder him.
I could always ask him later.
Yeah, and you could always ask him, like, live.
Mm-hmm.
You have the Jornad.
Mm-hmm.
Presumably, you'll get bucked off if it's not cool.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Okay. Is he still on fire?
You see, like, perhaps there's, like, a fire going inside that you see, like, cracks in the stone and wood where there's, like, oh, something's cooking in there, but he's not actively burning.
Okay.
Like, he's not,
Alright.
he's probably not dangerous to bring inside of places.
Okay, that's good. All right. So he'll just hold on to that status effect for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a restore staff, so we can fix him whenever we need to. That being said, Klaus, are you willing to leave us the transfigure staff, or do you want to hold on to that?
It's probably for the best that you take it, given your mission, but I want it back as soon as you're done.
Of course.
This is not the kind of thing I think that should be accidentally left out where someone else can grab it.
Mm-hmm.
Octavia, having looked at the human trebuchets, I couldn't agree with you more.
You gonna tell Klaus about the human trebuchets?
I feel like,
No, he'd love that. He'd use that idea.
Like,
Like, oh, for real?
I think
should have hired this big Mikey.
Yeah, you got this guy's number?
Octavia
Also,
is
Dwyer
about
was
to do it,
asking
and
for
then she's
a
like,
Oh, yeah, sure. Hold on. Before we continue this conversation, let's take a bathroom break.
yeah,
Thank
I'm sorry,
you.
bathroom break.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Okay. So Cheppy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Klaus is not going to know of any Octavia children if that happens.
Though, yeah. Oh, yeah. Huh. Hey, wait a minute. Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
That's really bad.
That's really bad. I think literally it's a good thing that Octavia did not realize he was saying, "Oh, maybe you could be one of my advisors." After he said that racist shit about Earth dragons.
Hey, wait a minute. Did he only keep Beatrix around because she was, like, child-free or whatever?
He doesn't respect
Fucking
single
knows?
mothers.
Who
No,
fucking
yeah.
knows?
He's like, she shows up, Earth Dragon shows up, he's like, ew, and then she starts making, like, you know, starts making eyes at
Yeah.
the woman who does
lady.
his, like, sewing, and
Mhm.
he's like, oh, well, never mind, problem solved.
I mean,
Yay.
with dragons, you can do what? Well,
True, you could.
Yeah.
You could.
So I think it's more a
Life
thing.
finds a way.
Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, they're not settling in Finbar.
It's a shame. Archibald was kind of like, well, it's an
Yeah.
empire that doesn't seem to hate us, and he was like, ah, you know.
Oh, let me
Actually,
refill my water.
maybe not.
Like, I hate my own people, and like, fuck, dude. I've got a complex, and you're a problem.
I mean, I guess we shouldn't expect anything better from one of the guys that gave people blood to take down Loptus.
Yeah, it's like, oops, did someone create horrors?
Beyond
Congratulations,
comprehension.
numbnuts! You've defeated the racists. All it took was creating several degrees of Frankenstein's monsters.
Oh boy.
You've
Yeah.
actually kicked it off culturally in humans.
Yeah. I wonder how they feel about them literally creating scalies.
I think that I don't know. I wonder, do you think that the idea of scalies in the world would make Klaus happy, or would he just, like, shit himself?
I feel like he'd be happy about it because he's an old man that fucks.
Mm-hmm.
We found another problematic old man.
But I'm thinking the only reason he does not have a half dragon child at this moment is because there's a war going on.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least like in the process of having a half dragon child.
Hmm.
But yeah, hopefully there's some downtime for Octavia to check in with Archibald. But also Octavia listening to that and be like, yeah, we're not gonna settle in Finbar after this.
Fog.
Fuck.
Hi.
You
She's
guys
on
scheming?
Kogyo things.
You scheming over there?
Scheming is a strong word.
Or
More like bailing.
it's more the Archtavia family plan. Let's not settle in Finbar.
Aw.
Second thought.
You don't want to hang
It
out with
seemed-
racist uncle?
It seemed nice. Never mind.
Yeah, it was like we were just waiting for the other shoe to drop. Oh, there it is. There it is.
Alas.
Alas, no one's perfect. And also,
Hey, the campaign's not over. People can change. You have the power to change perspectives.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I mean, Octavia has persuasion for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Octavia walking up to you. Don't be racist! And then they blast into a wall like that picture of Goku.
Octavia's literally in the sense of like, hey, you don't get to decide who I have a family with, bucko.
Mm-hmm. Not Ola's. Klaus is the opposite of Shinzo Abe. Stop having sex.
Only he gets to have.
Only I get to have sex with my 10 beautiful wives.
Oh,
Only
see,
10
Matt,
for now.
For now.
Could have been
Matt
11 if
asked a
Octavia wasn't
genuine
hitched.
question.
Yeah. And even then, he's always hiring.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Also-
we see. I've seen the list now, Sam.
Also, Tiamat, yeah, a half dragon can reincarnate into a dragon. Because if you're a dragon enough to transform, you're a dragon. You're just a dragon. It's fine.
Don't they have like shorter lifespans or something? Like
Yeah, but like biologically, they're pretty much the same. Like enough
Yeah.
that like, yeah, you could just be a dragon now. It's
Yeah,
fine.
you flip the switch in the human to be turning into a dragon, whatever that entails.
Yeah. If I feel like far enough down the line, like grandchildren, great grandchildren, you might have like, oh yeah, you're probably on the lower tier for the reincarnation list until eventually you get to like, you know, basically just a person. Then maybe you're like, okay, maybe you're level 40 until you get to reincarnate. It's a sliding scale.
So I think, yeah. So I guess that's the thing. But Octavia is probably at this point thinking, okay, after this, yeah, I was already thinking we're gonna settle in Dodd. We are gonna settle in Dodd.
You're giving a big thumbs up. Yeah.
He's saying that, but he hasn't considered the amount of lizard babies that are gonna be running around.
It's okay.
Yeah,
He'd rather hang
I
out with a bunch of
haven't
lizard
considered-
babies than not hang out with anyone at all. Oh, the long-lived had joined him.
Mhm.
Give him something to do.
Mhm. He's the cool uncle.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, for sure. Cool uncle that lets
Yeah,
you drink before you're of age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool uncle who says you can have weed, but it has to be at home.
Yeah. with adult supervision, and also you
Yeah,
gotta
'cause-
pass it to him, otherwise it doesn't
Yeah,
count.
exactly. You gotta share it.
You get sharing is fucking caring.
Gosh. Yeah.
Also, I'm
Yeah.
designing just like with a Sharpie. I'm making a little
Mhm.
gurgle over here.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
a
I want to
gurgle.
see it.
Hold on, I gotta finish it first.
Yeah, I know. I'm waiting
This
patiently.
picture, he's like a little dragony, probably.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah,
A little bit on the dragony side.
yeah.
The gurgle's already kind of dragony. I was looking at
Hi,
like
I'm back.
gargoyles on churches,
Hi,
and they're a
welcome
little
back. Oh, gurgle. Yeah.
dragony looking. All right, everybody back?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, so sorry I interrupted you in the middle of a question. What was happening?
Shoot, now I forgot it. It's okay.
It was the human trebuchet thing.
Oh,
Oh
yeah,
yeah, were you
it
sharing
was...
that with us?
I think Octavia decided against it because that might be something he's fine with.
It's technically not blood magic. Trebuchets don't have blood. Checkmate.
Octavia's just gonna think, if he didn't see a dead guy poof from a trebuchet in the past couple of months, I don't need to inform him. That's a concept.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've
Anything
already
else
said
fucked
so
up we ran
much.
into?
We don't need to tell him all of the fucked up stuff we ran into.
Anything else of import you'd like him to know before you... This might be the last time you, like... I mean, you could always visit him, but the last solid
Yeah.
time you'll have to talk to him before you besiege a capital. Or rather, he besieges a
Mhm.
capital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, sure. There's one more question that's been on the mind. So, the plan.
Ah, yes. Probably best to go over it.
For the deep breath. So, the method we're employing here, you're sure this is targeted?
That's the whole point of the target.
Right, but it's one target only?
I
Or-
mean, I would not stand too close to the area of effect, if that's what you're asking.
Yes, how close? How close
I
is it?
would not risk being within 50 or so feet just to be safe. It's supposed to be precise, but it is quite large, so precision is a sliding scale. It's precise for its size.
It,
Maintain a distance. Slap and go.
so,
So, how big of a radius are we talking here?
Well, I'd
50
say
feet.
the blast radius is at least 100 feet wide, so within 50 feet of the epicenter, and, well, you might not die. Well, it depends on who you are, but you might not die, but it'll certainly sting.
So it's a city block.
Yes.
Can he make like an insight check?
Sure. If I can find my dice.
Man.
There they are. That's hold on. 22.
Okay, you know how earlier he was like, "What did you expect?"
Mhm.
Yeah, he's maybe getting the vibe from Edwin that Edwin didn't think this far ahead about crushing an empire, and kind of is not really
Oh,
not
buddy, did
super
you get
down for all this.
scammed into killing a bunch of people?
Yeah,
It's
All
too
for
late,
that
buddy.
like
goddamn boot.
no, yeah. Edwin's not saying like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna do that." He's just kind of like,
He kind of he sees Edwin making this face, and he kind of like grimaces at Edwin. What you assume is like an attempt to be comforting, at least a little bit. Like, yeah, I get it, buddy. And he says, if you really think about it, the castle is quite big. A city block inside of the castle might just contain the throne room itself. I don't think any civilians will be in danger, provided you aim it correctly. If you drop it in a random yard, then I cannot help whoever's standing nearby.
Yeah.
As long as you aim it true, you should be fine. That's the point of the precision. And I only want to have to fire it once.
How many times can you fire?
As many times as I have targets, and I can have more made rather easily.
Let's stick with the one and see where it goes.
Yeah.
I agree. But if it fails, well, I will have no choice but to create more. You understand. This is war.
And after the war?
Well, I see no reason to be using a big weapon after the war. The enemy will be defeated. Peace will reign.
So you're gonna dismantle it fully, right?
Sir, I think we both know that peace isn't the thing that immediately follows war.
Well, of course there's going to be a time of unsureness. This is not my first go-around with this sort of thing. Unsureness is sure to follow, but, well, once the main body is dead, I have no reason to continue beating the rest of them. Provided nothing new and dangerous crops up, I don't intend on dismantling my creation, but I have no intent on firing it either.
Octavia has a look on her face like, we should return to that later in that concept, man, because, again, you're back in your dragon form. Your concept of what is necessary is very different from a human's.
Yeah. I think Edwin is perhaps not like the vibe Klaus was getting was like, yeah, Edwin was making kind of a grimacing expression, but he is not making any further expressions as to what perhaps he feels about the rest of this, because he's like,
Keeping that poker face on.
Or at least trying to.
Yeah. But if this, okay, sorry, I know this was already asked, but I just want to make clear. If we want to get Micah his head back,
he already has that.
His body, a new body. Do we want to do the operation in Klaus's camp, or is it?
Yes.
No, we're taking him back here. Also, I'm gonna put transfigure in the convo before I forget.
Good plan.
That's what it's called, right? Transfigure.
I believe so. Let's take a second.
I'm just writing staff next to it.
Yeah, transfigure.
All right.
Okay. Yep. What other things? I guess I think the main thing Octavia's thinking, like, based on the last notes that Micah got to us about current plans, we can just not kill the prince.
Oh, yes, I saw that. Prince is an interesting case. Of course, you know, he used to be the emperor for a extremely short amount of time. I've actually met him once or twice, and he was never one that struck me as a particularly strong-willed fellow. So it's no wonder that the empress replaced him. It appears that he's not in control of anything of significance at the moment, so if you'd like to spare him for questioning, I would accept that. I think that killing him with any powerful or limited quantity weapon would be a waste of everyone's time and energy and supplies.
We don't know a lot about him, but I was sort of hoping the reason that the Empress replaced him is that maybe he's a little more reasonable about not doing war.
I generally would agree with that. Though I will admit, all the times I've known him, he's been under her, let's call it apprenticeship, She was, of course,
Yeah.
the empress before him as well.
Mhm.
And in my experience, if she said jump, he asked how high. So,
Uh-huh.
at the end of the day, he's under her thumb. And if she wants him to do something, he'll do it. So I'd say deal with her, and he will be an empty sock puppet with no hand attached.
All right.
You know anything about his bodyguard? Because Micah mentioned a bodyguard.
I can't say I talked to the fellow. Hold on. He's gonna recollect. He's gonna make a little memory check.
Mhm.
I want to get more on details.
Yeah, he remembers some vague details. He says, well, off the top of my head, I don't think I ever got his name. I don't tend to ask this sort of thing. Bodyguards are meant to be seen and fought, but not really heard. Quiet fellow. Definitely the bodyguard sort of type, looming ominously in the corner of rooms as you hire them to do.
Mhm.
Not overly aggressive. He certainly never got up in my face, but I had my own bodyguards at the time, so maybe that's why. And of course, inter-country relations would be hurt if a random bodyguard decided to start fights.
Yeah, that's not their job.
Yes, of course. They're only there to attack if attacked. Which, of course, being the humble politician that I am, I would not start a fight. He smiled schemingly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I can't say I had a conversation with him, nor did I hear him talk the entire time I was in any such meeting, but he doesn't seem to be a particularly aggressive fellow. If you can talk to his master, perhaps he will stand down. If he's a good bodyguard, he'll take orders like anyone else.
Mhm.
Uh-huh. It's more just if we get close to the prince, how much of a threat is he gonna be?
I assume that depends on whether you mean harm or good. If he's a good bodyguard, if you try to harm the prince, which you very well may have to, I assume he will attack you indiscriminately.
Yep. Fair enough.
Well, whatever it is, be ready for it. Last time, remember, I think he had a sword on him, so probably some sort of strength-based fighter.
Oh. Okay.
Can't say I remember what noble family he's from, if any, so do your own research, I suppose.
This guy knows what the stats are.
Well, strength and magic are regular words in this world.
Yeah. It's like your aptitude for them.
Mm-hmm. He kind of looks, he says, and why are you so curious about a specific bodyguard? The royal family
Because
has literally dozens of them.
Well, because Micah specified one bodyguard especially sticks close to the prince.
Mm-hmm. Must be a retainer sort of status. To be honest, I kind of glazed over that part in his missive.
I see. Fair enough.
He says that quietly, as if hoping that Micah, standing right there, won't notice.
Octavia looks at you and is like, man.
He looks at you with the face of a busy guy.
Octavia's like, I get it.
It's alright, Micah doesn't look any particular way.
Yeah. So those are the main things. I guess in trying to negotiate the ins and outs of dragon abortion, we could get to later.
Christ. Okay, is there anything else you wanted to know from Klaus? Any other information you wanted to know before diving into the dragon's den?
So hard. It's so hard to think about like specific things.
Okay, take a minute.
Mm.
And you like, there's, you could ask about particular places, characters, concepts. He might know stuff. He might not. Depends.
I'm trying to think if there's anything we need info on.
I guess just confirming, like, if us getting into the capital, I think our aim is to try and sneak into the nobles' quarter first
All right.
and go from there.
Fair idea. I mean, yeah, I'd say the nobles' court would be the place to be if you're trying to attack nobles. Am I right?
Yeah.
And then from there, of course, you could get directly into the castle.
Yes.
From what my intelligence has provided, and he gives a nod to Micah, from what I can tell, the underground does connect in some way directly to the castle, so presumably you could get there without even touching the surface, but I'm sure there's ways to get there from the surface as well, though they might be slightly better guarded.
Mm-hmm.
It is, of course, your choice.
Yeah. Though Octavia's kind of thinking, like, if possible, it would be nice to do underground, because I don't... Yeah, it also is like, was he able to let you know on any information through those particular tunnels?
Well, he was still exploring as of our last communication. Last I heard, he was about to enter some sort of hub area that he had not yet named. So sadly, I can't give you that information. But clearly, there is some sort of connected underground network aside from a series of random old tunnels left by cultures long past. It's an upkept system.
Do your spies have any way to any standard way that they would get rid of traps and such if they were expecting any down there?
Most of them have honed a technique to destroy any traps they find, which I'm sure I could find someone to teach it to you if you would desire it.
That might be useful.
Disarm trap, the skill.
Yeah.
The skill.
I will admit, I don't think Micah was particularly versed in this specific technique because he prefers speaking rather than sneaking, but perhaps that'd be something to consider for him in the future.
He has skills already, right?
Currently, he's rocking the critter skills.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
You don't know what his original skill set was. I have it.
Well, but it was in what? Oh no, he has the. Sorry, I forgot. I forgot he would have the effigy ones before.
You've never known the real Micah.
Well, maybe he'll get some of it back if we get him a body.
I do think it would be useful. I just I have trouble sacrificing any of my skills because one is the one that lets us knock people out, and one is the buff everyone's defensive
completely
resistance.
Up to you. You don't have to.
Say, if need be, Octave, if this is the last time that we're doing it, Octavia can sacrifice one of her skills to learn it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just thinking because I know we've vaguely talked about the knockout strike or whatever being something that people can just try to do without a skill also, but
I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'll be completely honest. I don't think that's gonna be going in, at least for this game.
Yeah.
So if you want to keep that in mind, just that you're not on the edge about it.
Yeah, because I was like, that would be the first one I would get rid of if we could just do it some other way. But yeah, or we do have massive meteor. It's just that if something is immune to fire or has high resistance, it will be more difficult to do that.
So I would just say so we're going back into that. Should Octavia can learn disarm trap if no one else wants to get rid of their skills. However, I would like to hear people's feedback on which skills to get rid of.
Okay, what do you got?
I got Dragon Shield, Sure Strike, Daunt, Fialder Scroll, and Dance.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to get rid of Fialder Scroll, Dance, or Sure Strike. So it's between Dragon Shield and Daunt.
Those all have a lot of utility.
Yeah, this is the utility queen.
Dragon Shield is up to you, because I feel like most of us have like personal defensive stuff, and Octavia doesn't necessarily end up standing directly next to people. I know we've used it all in the past though, so I'm like, it does have a use.
It does have a use, but I will say, at least in terms of use going forward, it hasn't been used as often. So let me just double check what you need for Disarm Trap and see if that works with her build, or if someone else maybe needs to do it for it to actually work.
Yeah.
Weapons, items, and skills. And is that active?
I believe... No, I think it's passive.
Passive.
Okay. It might be better odds. Okay. Oh. Disarm trap. Disarm any trap that the unit steps on automatically. It is a technology check, and you have to get a 13. Would Klaus like just give us the skill, or would we have to learn it?
You have to learn it. He doesn't have a scroll. The vibe seems to be spies teach this to new spies when they become spies.
Guys, the consequence is slash the ligaments. That's not a good one.
Mm-hmm.
So,
What's it take to learn?
Technology of 13 or higher.
Oh.
Yeah. You need to make a technology check of 13 or higher. Which, Octavia won't get any negative modifiers anymore from that, because she's maxed out at 0.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome to give it a try.
But I don't want to get slash ligaments.
Oh, you don't want to play my fun little risk and reward game?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I love playing the risk.
Yeah, I love the consequences. It's just we are in a
No, I know. Hey,
I do
I'm...
know I do
I do like
consequences.
the implication that sometimes, like, old
Mhm.
spies teach this to new spies, and sometimes the new spies get fucked up.
Yeah,
you
because they're
just don't
going to
make it.
disarm a mousetrap and then they do it wrong and it's like smash.
I assure you it is not a mousetrap. Step on that spike trap, boy!
I'm imagining a mousetrap like device style.
It's a
thing.
human size mouse. Get that cheese.
or I like a bear trap, I guess. Is that better?
Yeah, it's probably something like a bear trap.
Yeah. Here's our old training bear trap. Yes, it's still sharp.
Yeah, so
yeah. Hold on, I'm checking Godfrey because he has really good technology.
Yeah, here's the
Godfrey,
thing.
come closer.
Here's the strat. You got Godfrey to do it and have him step with the fake leg into the bear trap.
Yeah, because he has such good technology. It's just like, what would we?
We could, we could switch out unsealable magic. It's just that does also have utility.
What about
I don't think
radiant transfusion?
I guess he has a staff now, so he doesn't really need it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I know we radianted it, but we've kind of had radiant symbols coming out of our asses, so.
Yeah, up the wazoo.
Yeah.
What out of your asses?
Here's what I'm thinking, everybody. We go get Godfrey, be like, hey, you need to learn this. Otherwise, you're gonna have to deal with so many fucking traps.
Mm-hmm. Alright. If everyone's cool with that, we can get Godfrey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Octavia goes, I think the man for the job will be here shortly.
Klaus kind of just looks at you like, huh.
The guy you hired to be a technician?
Yes, I suppose that would be a good person to disarm traps. I will get one of my spies to come out here. Perhaps we can get this done, and then have you go on your way. Give me a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Meet me back here in a few minutes.
Mm-hmm.
He turns away to go, presumably, get one of his spies.
Does Edwin just want to go get Godfrey and be like, hey, for a sec?
Hey, girl.
Yeah, I'll go get him. Like, hey, Godfrey, we need you to learn how to disarm traps.
Okay. He wants to know whether he should bring the chair.
Yeah, please sit in the chair.
Yeah, please sit in the chair.
It's Klaus. He would
It's Klaus.
do something for sure.
Mm-hmm. All right. Seems interested at the idea of playing with dangerous machines, so he will go.
Nice.
Once you guys return, Klaus is back with his spy, another nondescript, slightly larger man with brown hair and a little bit of a light tan across his face. He looks like your average farmer, perhaps. He's got the rolled up cuff sleeves and everything. But he is holding some sort of nasty spiked thing in his hand.
Good fucking lord. Yeah, Octavia is like, yeah, I'm not dealing with that.
If Klaus notices Gottfried is sitting in the wheelchair, he doesn't say anything. And the man hands the spiky thing over to Gottfried, as well as what appears to be just kind of a screwdriver.
Yeah.
With a have at it expression. So he can make a check. Does anyone want to make the roll for him?
I can do that.
Wait, let me give you support.
Do you want to support him? Yeah.
I'm gonna support him. Just in case.
Alright.
He's wearing the
He's gotta be
judge's
13, right?
Yeah.
He gets a +5 to his stat of his choice, which I'm assuming.
Okay, I'm adding it to wisdom.
Yeah, add to wisdom.
He's got a. Oh, these are from As I Go On. Hold on. All right.
Yeah.
And this one.
Take those off, boy.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna roll. Okay. We get a +10 right now, so this is a 35.
Damn!
He's
Okay.
wearing Judgment's greatcoat.
Godfrey takes a nice long stare at this horrible contraption designed to cut off apprentice fingers. It seems like, even from here, you could tell this isn't a normal trap they would put in the floor. This seems to be a amalgam of different traps they've made specifically to weed out the weak. But it takes him like a solid minute of just like playing with it, and the screwdriver and the entire top half falls off.
Okay.
Wow.
Success.
All right, I'm putting that in his skills.
He looks awfully proud of himself.
You know. Edwin gives him a thumbs up. Like, good job.
He might be pocketing small pieces that have fallen off the trap.
Oh, yeah, that's none of my business.
Yeah, that's not my business.
I didn't see
If
it.
anyone
Yeah.
notices, they don't say anything. All right, he has learned it.
All right,
Excellent.
I'm putting that in his.
I think as he's like putting the shit in his pocket that he's stealing, he kind of like turns around and does an active double take at the gargoyle in the room.
Yeah.
Micah needed a disguise.
Yeah. Great job being stealthy with that.
We didn't say it'd be stealth. We just didn't want to be on fire anymore, dude.
Yeah. It's not that unbelievable to have a gargoyle as a mount.
I guess not. Which one of you
And,
is
I mean-
riding that?
He may
We're just gonna pretend. It's more like if we need to for show, someone will do that.
Yeah.
But it's not in the cards right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about it. It's not you.
Yeah, he's not gonna worry about it. It's none of his
Yeah.
business.
Yeah.
He's not riding it.
He's already got a ride.
He's already got wheels.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. Anything else you would like to do in this little area before Klaus sends you on his way? On your way, and he goes on his way, I should say.
Shoot. Anything else we can think of? I'm glad that we brought up the traps.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else.
Yeah. I guess it's just like, well, see you when we see you.
All right. Well, try your best not to end up like him. If you
Oh,
do,
maybe.
I'll be sure to put you out of your misery as kindly as I can.
Appreciated.
He again grimaces slightly. And then he kind of like meanders over and he pats Micah on the side of his little gargoyle face. He says, "And please do take good care of him. He is one of my most loyal soldiers."
Yeah.
Sorry, can I insight check that? Is there something going on here?
Mhm.
Is there something?
Dirty 20.
There's something going on in the sense that there's always something going on between a king and his most loyal soldiers, so
Yeah,
Okay.
it's kind of a thing. It's kind of a thing.
there's
Yeah.
always
There's always
subtones.
something.
There's
Like
always
There's
yeah.
always, yeah. Take with that what you will.
Yeah. All right. Just curious.
Mhm. Do you want to make an insight on Micah?
Yeah.
How's he feeling?
Oh, I got way worse. 8. Anyone else?
Damn. I'll roll just for funsies. Now that Edward is looking at her, he's like, what? See if she notices. I got a 5. I don't know.
You don't know. That's okay. Micah is just standing there, being patted. Okay. Well,
I wish I knew.
I wish we knew.
Anyone else?
Do you have feelings
Godfried?
for
What's
Lord?
Godfried think?
you want to have Godfried insight check?
Yeah,
Yeah, actually, we're like, hey, Godfried.
Godfried, what's going on?
Godfried,
there?
what's the read
What's
here?
Should I do it or are you gonna do it?
I'll do it. He's like playing with his new toy. He's like, what are you talking about? I don't care. Alright, hold on.
We do.
Alright, that's like above a 35. I think later he will inform you that, yeah, that critter was definitely, leaning in for, some extra comfort.
Oh, buddy. Fuck. I hope we get a body for him soon.
But it is time to go. Klaus kind of shoos you away after he makes one last check that, yes, everything is up to code here, because he has planning to do. They'll be resuming their march in 2 days, and he has to check supplies and check on the injured, etc., etc. He's very busy, you see, and he doesn't really want Micah to be some sort of horrible critter for much longer, if possible. So if you could get on that, he would appreciate it. And of course, he, as always, floats the possibility of a reward for your service.
So
is he telling us any concrete reward?
He just says,
just like...
you can ask.
Okay.
I gotta go pee. I'll be right back.
Oh, Godspeed. We can wait. It's okay. I'm coloring Micah. I'm drawing his little
I'm
critter
looking
form.
at the local farmers market.
Oh, hell yeah.
That is tomorrow from 2 to 5.
What they got?
A lot of produce.
Okay, classic.
Yeah, classic. On Apple Farm, I'm seeing a goat farm.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Beekeeper. A maple farm.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Grass-fed beef farm. A mushroom farm.
Oh.
Just big old produce farm. Another grass-fed beef. A corn farm.
Sounds like you can make a whole dinner.
A sensitive skincare, like homestead to make skincare stuff for people with really high food allergies.
Oh, that's nice.
Kitchen staples, a blacksmith.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm excited. A cheesery.
Oh, fuck. Hell yeah.
Dropping Sam off at the cheesery.
Please. I can be trusted with the cheeses.
You asshole.
I'm allergic to Maine.
No, you're not.
Sniffle cry. There's no farmers markets here until spring. We went to the last one already.
This one goes all year.
Oh, nice.
This is like the second to last week they have it outside. And then there's an indoor location too.
That's smart. I wish we had that here. Maybe there is one in like a town nearby. But they have the one in this town in like a park. So when it gets all snowy, they will not have it. If it gets snowy.
They do have a fall festival thing.
Yeah.
There's some sort of Thanksgiving fest, so I don't think Sam will be here.
Thanksgiving Fest. Is that like Oktoberfest?
No, different thing. That's also wrong month.
October is literally in fall.
This
Yeah,
is
but it's
true.
not when Thanksgiving is.
They're like cousins.
Sorry. Are we talking about Thanksgiving tabletop?
No, we're talking about whether fall and Thanksgiving are cousins.
You know, normal topics of conversation.
Wait, okay, fall and Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Like Thanksgiving, the holiday?
Yeah. They're cousins.
Okay.
Nobody fucking appreciates me in this house.
I came in late. I don't know the process of I don't know your beautiful mind about this, Sam.
What do you mean? That was it.
Okay.
That was the whole thought. Okay, I'll just sit here and kick rocks.
Sorry, everyone's such a hater. Sam.
Everyone is such a hater.
Like, Thanksgiving is a holiday.
Yeah, which
so
is
I
why they're
think that-
cousins and not siblings.
I was thinking more like parent and child.
Mhm.
Oh, I guess you could say that.
Okay.
Fall is
okay.
parents.
There's multiple Thanksgivings.
Yeah, that's true. Wow, my beautiful children.
Thanksgiving has cousins. Its name is Canadian Thanksgiving.
And Halloween.
Halloween, yeah.
It's about eating food and being thankful. I, for one, am being thankful for candy on
I would
Halloween.
almost argue that the Thanksgiving's closest cousin is Christmas. In terms of feastliness.
Yeah, there's also feastliness on Christmas. All right, we're getting off topic.
That's okay. I was.
Makes
I'm
you say
back.
that.
Hungry people alert. All right,
Not really
so
hungry at all. Chicken.
you got anything else you want to ask Klaus?
What
No.
time is it?
What time are you
know that,
asking him
Chappie.
that?
Sure. No, not
I
really.
think it's more like the aim is to try and get back in around before they start the march again. Do you do the body or just ask Beatrix where they are and find them then?
Yes, preferably show back up before we leave. The less paper trail we have, the better.
Fair. I mean, as you can see, we do have instant messaging now.
True, but consider that all my mail is redirected, so it's still gonna end up in a pile delivered by a cart. No
Fair.
matter how fast it gets there.
Understandable.
Val is very privately thinking, then don't do that.
I don't think
It does
he can
not say
stop
that out
doing that.
loud.
He's a king.
When you're a king, can you imagine the sheer amount of spam mail he receives every day? They want him to
Yeah,
invest
but
in
also-
crypto, Valente. And he'd fall for that shit.
God,
would.
yeah, he would.
He
God,
would fall
you're
for
really
crypto, but then,
painting
like,
the picture.
How is Micah contacting him? What if Micah sent him a letter that said, I might die tomorrow?
He shows up.
Then
his
in 2
room
weeks he'd
on
be like,
the
damn,
balcony
I
at
hope
night.
he didn't die.
And look
Yeah,
what happened.
That sounds like a him problem that he needs to fix.
Well, maybe if Alice hires him, he can fix that.
Or if he hires Alice.
Or I mean, he hires Alice.
He works
Can
for
you imagine
Alice at the
Alice
bookstore.
hires the king of
That would be
Finbar?
so funny.
Hey
I'm
man,
sorry,
come
that
work in
was-
this bookstore. I need a roommate to help pay my rent.
That was the slip of the tongue. I apologize.
No, it's funny. I like to live in this little world you've crafted for me.
I made AUs, everybody.
When you're a writer, whether you intend to be or not.
Okay, so he is going to send all of you on your way with another reminder of please don't get my employee beheaded a second time. And also take care of yourselves because those of you he hasn't hired, that's again the massive asterisk semi-opaque yet hanging over your heads. he would prefer if you all stayed alive, at least for this mission.
Yeah, I bet.
Aw,
That's
thanks.
sweet of him. Octavia is now literally going, I'm not gonna work for you after this.
Aw, is it cause of the racism?
Ah, bud.
Damn.
It's because of the racism and eugenics.
Damn. Well, Pobity's nerfed.
Yeah.
Yeah, Valente is also has a very staunch "don't kill children" policy as
Mhm.
established.
Mm-hmm.
And also, it's become pretty clear in meeting Lars that, like, sometimes dragons, even when they're the same people, aren't the same people.
Yeah.
Sometimes they just
Like-
want to sit in a cave and rip paper onto the floor.
Exactly. So, like, who knows? Maybe Lactose is chill now. She doesn't know.
She doesn't know. There we go. Okay, so, you guys can hop on back to Godfrey's house to pick up the rest of your compatriots, and then tell me where you want to go next, if anywhere.
You think we're gonna find a good replacement body if we go on that guy's quest for Euphil?
I think it wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, I mean, if we have to, and the guy, if we just have to kill a guy and take the corpse,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, why not?
It's free corpse.
It's free.
It is
corpse.
free corpse. Then we get free corpse. That's true. We do get a free corpse out of it. Okay, if you guys should we make like a tactics roll to be like, would this be conducive to our main? Our,
yeah,
our
go ahead.
goal of-
Go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm gonna make a tactics check. Can Godfrey give me beast tracker support, please?
Yeah. He just kind of stares at you as he watches you think very hard. Being like, yeah, she's got this. He's playing with his toy.
Okay, I forget. Is that a +5 or +6 to a stat of my choice?
6. It's to all of them.
Cool. Oh yeah, to all of wow, I'm not as weak anymore for a second.
Yeah.
Maybe you're
But
coming down
I'll
with a
just put it in
cold.
wisdom
Reginald sneezed on you.
No.
Yeah. He did the awful pet thing where you love them, but sometimes they sneeze in your mouth.
Reginald sneezes and just a whole penny comes out. He's not even biting them.
Does it
He's
do
just
it
like a
again?
piggy bank.
There's like, as Octavia walks, there's just like a slight like cling, cling,
Clank,
cling.
clank, 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 clank.
Cling, cling, cling.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like when you hit a tree or a stone in Animal Crossing and bells come out.
Yeah, exactly. Jingles
Okay,
him. I
rolling,
shake
rolling,
him.
please. Please don't fuck me. It could be worse. I have a lot of stuff. Okay. That is
Yeah.
an 18.
18? I'd say this is the perfect opportunity to hit 2 birds with the very nice set of stones you have in your inventory.
Uh-huh.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah.
Do it.
Okay, also, I think that before we leave, we should pick up the armor that makes you not decompose.
Oh, the
Mayhaps.
armor of the catacomb saint.
Yeah, armor of the catacomb.
You're
Saint. I
right.
think we should bring that. And also, we can bring holy weapons.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, we got Turfane, we got Hellswath.
Okay, let me.
Oh, it looks so clean now. It's so nice. We have a shit ton of stuff.
Yeah, we're
but-
gonna leave them in the convoy though, right? Because this is a potentially stealth mission.
Mm-hmm. It's more just like it's there if we need it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but Armor of the Catacomb Saint is in Godfrey's house, so we're just like, sorry, Merope, 1 sec. Clang, clang, clang.
She's just like watching you do this, like, yeah, that storage room was getting a little stuffy.
Yeah. Once this job is done, we should do a proper clean out so that way you can actually use the room again. Well,
It's just a storage room. That's what it's
yeah.
for. Well, Godfrey's shit anyway.
Maybe make him move the shit that he has downstairs into that room.
She shrugs like there's too much shit.
Okay, fair enough. Octavia's just making stuff like, you have to be downstairs. You can make him.
Well,
You're his
That's-
wife. He has to listen
You're
to
his
you.
wife. You can make him do what you want.
you could just start
You
moving
should.
things. He's not home most of the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, but she has other shit she has to worry about. That's Godfrey's shit. He can move it himself.
Okay. Sorry, my throat's getting a little dry.
Oh,
Okay.
are you still okay to play?
Cough drop.
Sorry, why did we have 2 atonement active skills? That's really funny.
You got another one out of like a chest or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you can just put the armor of the catacomb saint. I think it's armament of the catacomb saint. You can just put that in
Yeah.
the slot that I took the other atonement skill out of.
Wait, let me cut. Cut. No, why won't you cut?
What are we cutting?
Okay, I'll do it the old-fashioned way.
I cut your hair.
I was trying to use. I was trying to use the cutting tool.
Ah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Sometimes Google Sheets does not like it when you use basic tools. Where's my
Okay, there
brown
we go. It's
marker?
moved in. Ooh. Oh yeah, because technically Micah's still on the sheet with us. He's just has his actual name now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he has his actual sprite. I assure you, he does not look like that currently.
He looks like whatever
No,
Sam is
we know
drawing
you-
with a Sharpie right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which
You're
is coming out
making
pretty
the-
banger, I will admit.
Ooh, can't wait to see it. I'm assuming you're doing the wings now in brown.
Yeah, I'm getting better at drawing little critters. I'm getting honing my skills.
Hell yeah, baby.
All right. So you going back to that weird guy?
Yeah, and not the guy who was looking for a dragon. That's a problem for future us.
Okay. You got a lot of guys looking for a dragon.
Yeah, apparently they're hot on the market.
Hot on the market.
Oh, Edwin's never felt so wanted.
Edwin, no.
Octavia putting a hand on his shoulder. Don't. Like, you are my friend. Do not
No,
do this.
it's okay. He has standards.
Okay, thank God. And then Octavia's like, wait, how high are your standards, Edwin?
Well, he stays with you, so they can't be that high.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. You guys are.
No, you saw a chance and you took
I
it.
just
I
have to
understand.
I have to take the chances. All right, so you guys arrive back to the little underground market here, and it seems as though it's the next day, so they're probably just setting up for, you know, the nighttime crowd. The guy from beforehand has his like leather sleeve full of fancy, strangely gotten weapons that he's slowly taking them out and placing them carefully on his little table, making sure they're in ship shape, etc., etc. But he does notice you from across the cave. He doesn't directly say anything, but he does pause for a second, remember who you are, and then go back to sorting his weapons. But a little slower, as though he's expecting someone to come up and try to speak with him.
Do you guys want me to take the lead, or does someone else want to take the lead?
You can go ahead. My throat's getting a little tired, and I have dinner.
Do you want us to call it early?
No, it's fine.
Yeah,
I just
okay.
need, like, if I stop talking for, like, 10 minutes, it helps.
You got it, boss man.
Fair. Yeah, Octavia makes it over and is like, so about that job you had for us.
I'm glad to see you're taking me seriously. Yeah. Well, you know the details. You fell for a reward.
You can get us in, but we have to get ourselves out.
Exactly.
Is it anti-warp at all?
Shouldn't be. Last time I checked it wasn't, but perhaps they updated it.
When was the last time you checked?
Let's see, I send people in every couple of months at irregular times so they don't catch my trail. couple months ago.
Would it have been like post? This is a question for Sam. I can do a check if you need me to.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be post Darna sending the egg and other valuables to like
No, it would have been pre.
Okay. So interesting idea for that. So but
If you're worried about security, I have my ways inside.
What will we be expecting when we show up in there?
Well, I'm not going to warp you directly in front of Ufel's owner. I feel as though you'll just get shot in that case. But there is a very specific place in his laboratory where I'm told he works. I will put you in one of the supply rooms, somewhere out of sight. It's nighttime, so I don't expect a lot of people to be there outside of the night staff, whoever cleans the place, and, of course, the owner.
he doesn't leave.
He's an interesting character, from what I've heard. He doesn't get out much. I've been told he's concerned for his own safety to an interesting degree.
Paranoid.
Sorry, so we're hoping not to run into him, is the vibe I'm getting.
No. Because we gotta get Ufel, and I'm assuming we gotta kill him for that.
Okay.
Or is he hoping, like, the main goal is Ufel, so if we can get in and get out with Ufel...
If you can get in and get out with Ufel, that's all he's asking. He's not asking you to kill anyone. He's just saying the owner of Ufel is a paranoid guy.
It's probably gonna... So that means it's probably gonna be with him, which means we might need to take it from him.
Well, whatever you do, I suppose you could say you have my permission to do what's needed. I don't know if you've noticed, but this place is kind of coming to its knees anyway. I'm just trying to get out with whatever I can before we make the journey across the desert.
Move into greener pastures.
Who isn't? Anyone with half a brain cell is, even the nobility. They've got their secret passports and their countryside vacation homes to spirit themselves away to. Anyone who's anyone is already getting out of here. Except for, of course, the everyone who's anyone who's directly on top.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't leave their stoop.
To be fair, it's a
Sorry,
very nice stoop.
Yeah.
Sorry, real quick question for clarification. This is the guy who he wants us to find Ufel and bring it back to him?
Yes.
Okay.
Before this
And
place
we're
goes
not-
tits
we're
up.
He did not,
Yeah, we're
he
not
did not
keeping
let us
it.
borrow the Saint's Tassel yet. We get a Saint's...
Yes.
We already have a Saint's Tassel, but I want to borrow a Saint's Tassel
Yeah.
from him.
Yeah.
Don't let him know that we have that.
Yeah, he's gonna say, well, I'm not gonna let you touch a holy weapon unguarded because I won't have my workers spontaneously combust. That would be no good way to treat people. So you can borrow this for a short amount of time, and he hands over the Saint's Tassel. And if you complete the job, I could possibly be convinced to part with it. Only if
Why?
it's successfully completed, of course.
Oh, you want it to sell?
You fell?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Of
Why?
course.
Why else would you? Okay.
Of course I want to sell you.
I'm yeah.
I'm
okay.
saying the Saint's Tassel. I'm saying the Saint's Castle. I would possibly
Yeah.
let you keep should you bring me Ufel.
Ah.
And anything else you find, I'd also take. Though, you're welcome to scrounge around and take whatever you want first, as long as I get what's mine.
Fair enough. Octavia's thinking, sweet, 2 Saint's Tassels would be great.
oh yeah, 2 cakes.
Yeah.
This is inward Octavia thinking. Because she was already thinking, oh, we're going to have to use a replenish staff on this. Hey, we already got 2. Hey.
He says, well, just let me know when you're ready to be spirited away, and I'll get you where you need to go.
Alright.
Right.
So, I do think for this, we should perhaps type Bull Bangle Micah just because a gargoyle is still pretty recognizable. I know we just went through all the transfiguring thing. Yeah.
Actually, here's the thing. If he's technically undead, it's Tide Pool Bangle. It won't work.
Oh, it won't?
Dead stuff doesn't like being slugs. God's
Okay.
most
Yeah.
divine creature.
Alright.
So,
You got like a tarp or anything to cover him up a little bit?
I mean, hopefully he's not going to be like this for long.
Well, we have to bring him with us, presumably.
Yeah, we do have to bring him with us, but it's like
He has to go
We-
pick out his
mostly-
body.
No, yeah, it's just he's very like he's like a very specific gargoyle, is what I'm saying.
He is
Well-
certainly unique.
But
Mhm.
what I am saying, Trikey, for this is that if we're
Mhm.
successful, he's not going to be a gargoyle or what he was before for very long.
That's true.
He's gonna be a
If
guy.
you want to put it, yeah, he's going to be a guy. He's going to be a guy again,
Hopefully.
for lack of a
That's
better term.
true. That's true. Okay. We can bring an extremely recognizable gargoyle then.
Okay.
It's
We'll
it's
just
a
turn him into a
fashion
wyvern
statement.
next if we still have to keep him around.
Yeah, we just need
What's Micah today? You just take
Yeah,
the
it would
tarp
just
off and
be-
he's like a giraffe.
Oh no, that's a bad image, Sam.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, hold on. I actually have to use the bathroom real
Mhm.
quick before he warps you out of here.
Mhm.
I
Alright,
have
guys, we
to
might
piss.
there.
Give me a sec.
Oh, yeah, Shadow Hand would be cool, but here's the thing. I forget, Cheppy, does Archibald already have Shadow Hand, technically?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can just... It's based... Because technically, Archibald stole the Valkyrie staff from Cersei. Gosh, that was months ago at this point, at least in our time. It's only been like a month in game time since that happened.
Mhm.
No, sorry. Very tired all of a sudden.
Understandable. I feel like we've been here for like 5 hours, even though we
We've done a
haven't.
lot
We've been here for like 3 hours.
Yeah, we've done a lot of talking, and it's been a lot of like us filling Klaus in on what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So that
And
makes
also,
sense.
it's been a long day.
It
Mm-hmm.
has also been a fucking long day.
Mm-hmm.
For those of you who are watching the VOD, it is now November 6th, a day after November 5th, 2024.
So the
So-
day after America's election day, in case that is not obvious to anyone just
Mhm.
hearing the date.
Mm-hmm. So, we're all very tired. Are we thinking maybe when Sam comes back, we just want to wrap it up to getting to the place and then ending it there tonight?
Shrug?
I'm fine with
down-
whatever people want
Yeah,
to do.
I'm fine with whatever too. It's
Mm-hmm. How do you feel, Chuffy?
I'm awake.
Okay.
Definitely. Didn't
Ok-
have any delay there in response.
Okay.
Not at all.
Do you,
Right.
before they go, do you want to have like a quick aside of when Sam comes back of Octavia checking in on Archibald after the racist uncle moment that Klaus just had?
Sure, we could do that.
Okay. I feel like I should have mentioned that, but we were pretty quick back at Gottfried's house. Because I feel like she would check in on her boyfriend, because that was probably a lot to deal with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Winanka time.
Oh, Leonanka.
Ugh, just a warning, my stomach is doing interesting things tonight. Probably
How
because
are
of
you
the
so
speed
weak?
at
How are
which
you
I
so weak?
destroyed that chicken.
Yeah, how are you so weak to that shit?
Easy. I
You
ate that
love
chicken
meat.
in like 3 minutes.
Alright,
Oh
but
boy.
like,
It was
I ate
good.
it slower than you, but not that much slower than you. It's still in our
I know, but you're
stomach for about-
bigger. You're like twice the size of me.
Not that. No, yeah. I don't know if that's exactly how scaling of the human organs work. Maybe.
Your digestive system is longer. Your middle
Also-
section's longer.
Also,
Right.
Sam Tiamat wants you to know that I drew a spud and he drew a peanut on it.
Oh my Matt, you
What?
sicko. Somebody's gotta put this motherfucker away.
Wait, where'd you put
You
it?
can't keep
No,
getting away with it!
It's in
Oh,
web
web
fishing.
fishing.
I can post it, but it is a spud with a peanut.
The
Goodness.
You could
human
put it in the
penis.
tabletop
We can't
chat.
have the flu
Yeah,
virus
you
on a
can stand up
penis.
to that.
No.
That's not safe.
Spud has evolved
there.
past the flu virus from
Yeah.
which he was born. He's his own thing now.
Oh goodness. Oh goodness.
Needs to
Okay.
put the from soft chat, by the way.
Oh no. What the
Oh,
hap
boy.
is fucking in there? Moodang! That's how I feel about Gert.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Wow.
Oh, not. Oh, God.
Wow,
I
that-
hate that you're the second person that's drawn this exact image. Casper got it first.
Yeah.
Casper got it first.
Why? Why? Okay.
Yeah,
I'm not
Tiamat
gonna
says
ask
we have to
questions
tell
I
you our
don't want
God
the
King.
answer to.
Oh, I jumped in a puddle.
Alright, so. You guys ready to be transported? Your inventories are
Yes.
settled, etc.?
Alter classes.
Yes, declare if you're changing them.
You declare
Grabbing
prima
Godfrey.
donna.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
Um,
Prima donna.
Do I
You want
switch?
shadow hand?
Maybe.
That might be a good one.
I'm gonna
Let's
have
look at
Godfrey
glasses.
be Son of Earth because this seems like something where we shouldn't be using guns for stealth reasons.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's.
Alright, I'm gonna. I mean, he still can use it. It's just that he doesn't have
Hold
the
on,
extra.
let me pull up boss music.
Oh, wow, worrying.
Ooh. Oh, we're already getting
I'll say battle music.
Oh,
It's not really
as
boss
you're-
music. It's battle music.
Mhm.
Okay.
I just post unknowable
I
again.
think as they're
That's just the
Oh,
theme
no,
for the
don't
rest
do
of the
that to us.
campaign.
The way I'm so
And-
upset I didn't save that for my one shot. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'll find another one. Maybe I'll do the Brick
Yeah.
Core remix.
No.
Yeah.
Nobody likes me!
Hey, it's your game, Sam. You can do whatever
That's
you
true.
want.
Fuck you. I'm kidding. I'm
Okay.
kidding.
I'm making
double check
Myra
some
normal
stuff.
now.
Aww. No.
That's so sad.
That's what you get. Just kidding.
Alright.
I'm just making sure that whichever one. Should I have massive meteor
An
in my
error
com?
occurred. Kiss my ass. Not you, Rand. YouTube.
Up to
Okay.
you. I don't know if we're gonna
Yeah.
be I don't know how much we're gonna
Yeah.
I don't know how
Yeah, I'm blasting.
and
so,
we can grab
um,
stuff in the convoy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your
So-
inventories don't need to be a
Okay.
massive
Yeah.
before battle issue
Okay. I'll
anymore.
Okay.
Millicent
That's true.
stands
I'll
behind
just
you
leave
with her
it in
thumbs
right
up.
now.
Yeah.
Thank you, Millicent. I'll just leave it in for now, but probably I'll switch out with Solus if it seems like that works out better. However, before we go, Octavia's gonna check in on Archibald a little bit, just
Yeah.
a quick check-in. Octavia just walks over to see as Archibald's deciding his stuff. Going, are you doing okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Octavia waits for a little bit of elaboration.
I mean, how does one respond?
I don't know. This is that was a lot.
Yeah.
What he said.
Granted,
That was
it's along the lines of things that I have said before about my own people, but a little
worse.
more on the baby murder side than
Yeah.
I hate some people in the past.
It's just it. I say if it comes to it, we can just. What is he gonna do? Is he gonna be able to sniff it out? I don't think he can do anything if we're careful. If that's what you want.
No. Yeah. I mean, obviously, it's partially just not a thing to. It is a future thing, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Uh.
it doesn't seem nice. It doesn't seem too nice, does he?
No.
Anymore.
No. I mean, there's no good kings, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say I thought he was normal, but I will
No.
say I didn't think that I was I thought it seemed all right up there previously.
Yeah. Yep.
Hmm.
Well, I think Octavia does have a moment where she's like, "Do you, again, this is something that we can return to, and we don't have to talk about it right now. But do you want kids?"
Archibald blinks several times in response. A very befuddled Phoenix Wright sort of face, like,
It's sort of just like,
I haven't. I thought.
okay,
I figured that would that question would get there when it gets there, which well, I guess it just got there.
sorry.
No, no. I mean, it's a relevant question. I'm I mean, he's the look of a man who has been alive for like 2,000 years and genuinely never thought too hard about that being a possibility.
Oh no.
Like a not a no, but a just oh, oh, oh. I can do. Whoa.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I think
Wow.
Octavia like pats his shoulder and is like, maybe you can take some time to think about that and you can get back to me.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. A lot of blinking that doesn't. I'm realizing that like blinking and
Mm-hmm.
visual gags don't go across the mic.
Don't pass
9:20
over
at
on the
night.
mic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're making the like SpongeBob blinking noises, I imagine.
Yeah, like
Exactly. Like.
And
Oh shit.
Octavia looks a little bit embarrassed now, just be like, "Oh boy,
No,
oh
no.
boy."
Archibald, like, no. Don't do that. Don't make that face. You're you're fine. This is fine. Just the only one who should be embarrassed about this is me, I think. If anything. Huh.
Why?
You'd think 2,000 years would be enough time to, like, consider things.
I mean, a lot
Like,
has
basic
happened.
things.
Yeah. I just want to make sure that we're on the same page. And I don't want to live in Finbar after all this. Definitely not.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, but, not now.
Yeah,
No,
fuck
that's not.
Finbar. No.
Yeah, it's not, oof.
I'll visit Godfrey and Merope there, but I don't want to live there.
And yeah. Yeah.
Well, I guess we have a job to do, but
A job to do and somewhere else to find. A little bit.
yeah. It never ends. Well, hopefully there is an ending point. Honestly,
Yeah.
how long? Sorry, go ahead.
At some point you just go to is that other Valentia or whatever.
Yeah. Picking the continent in the other direction.
Named after the noble Valente.
Yeah, it's gotta be good.
Wait, sorry, just to clarify, is it Archibald suggesting that's where they go next, or is it just like a mentioning?
Oh. He's suggesting it in the way that an American suggests fleeing to Canada. You know?
Yeah.
Like, haha. Haha. If it happened, I wouldn't complain, but haha.
Yeah, passports. I think Octavia was like, it was kind of crazy over there the last time I was there, but maybe it's calmed down at this point. I mean, maybe there's less dead people coming out of the ground. That'd be nice.
Normal things to say.
Happened.
Yeah, listen, like, Octavia kind of has a warped perception of what normal is, honestly.
Valhalla's just like home. No.
This is what you get when you're a mercenary in very interesting times.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Octavia is like, maybe we can. Well, we don't have to think about. Again, we don't have to think about that right now. But maybe help Garen, Valente, and Dodd.
Potentially.
I don't know how good I am. I'm going to be at farming, but we can help
Yeah.
out in other ways.
I feel like living near Godfrey and Merope would be entertaining from afar, at least.
You say that, but we would have to be on babysitting duty. If Merope would ever take a break for a date night.
Yeah. Well, true, but if there were kids, that would be sort of par for the course, wouldn't it?
Yeah. But, and then Octavia goes like, but if we had kids, they'd be, Archibald, they would be Earth Dragons, wouldn't they?
Yeah, probably, unless something weird happens.
I don't think anything
For
weird's
me.
gonna happen. I don't know. I don't know. You know your body better than I do, technically.
The technically here is holding a lot of weight.
Listen!
The $1 million technically. It's like, yeah.
Yeah. But that is like, which is why I don't think we should settle down in Finbar if kids are on the table.
Well, they should be on the
wait,
floor. It's safer.
Is Moroccan Godfrey, they're in Finbar, are they? Look, those other side of the continent.
They're gonna, well, if Godfrey continues to work for Klaus, they're probably gonna move to Finbar.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, we could go visit them. We still have the stone. I'd like to go visit them.
Sure.
Wherever we end up, but I just wanted to check with you and see how you're doing, and also just to think about it.
Oh, I'm thinking now.
Yeah, maybe don't think too much about what we're fighting, though.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Uh-huh.
Right. That part.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. No, this is very sweet to me, but also I'm seeing the.
Yeah,
I'm
we've
seeing-
got Micah in the chat.
We got Micah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
God, this
He's
fear and
normal.
hunger
Christ.
looking asshole.
Critter.
Just like how you room, he looks incredible, but also it was like
Mhm.
Get
if
critter
this
eyes.
guy showed up as a fear and hunger enemy, I would not be surprised.
Yeah, there is a fungerness about him.
There is a
It's the free-handedness of it all. The lumpy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tiamat says it fucks hard.
Thank you.
It does fuck hard.
I do my
And I quote. Yeah.
Didn't mean to interrupt the touching conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Continue.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, is there anything else you want them to talk about, Cheppy?
Not this exact second.
Okay, we can return to this later. On there, but
Yeah.
that's cool. So, I think after that, Octavia gives him a little side hug, kiss on the cheek, and then they get ready.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so, just as a review, your NPCs are on the board.
Mhm.
You do have Micah. He is a girl.
Mhm.
So just make sure if you're the one who has Micah, and you're not gonna roll yet, but just be sure you know that. And yeah, so he is going to raise his staff and just kind of wish you good luck. You know, watch out for danger, etc. Watch out for arrows, especially. And he is going to warp you away. I almost said 10 of you. Whoa.
Mhm.
The secret, too, that I
No.
haven't been telling you about.
Yeah.
I guess technically Marco's here. But all 8 of you are warped into a room that immediately you become aware it's not meant for 8 people. It smells just a bit like iron, metal, wood. It's a storage room. You can see shelves with supplies.
Okay, first off, everyone disguises.
Yeah, everyone disguises.
Do
Oh,
I
yeah.
have a fucking... Hold on. Draw my background for a sec. Oh, fuck, he's still back here.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Let me
Oh my
just
god.
see whether I have a fucking art.
What is that background from? Is it just cool art?
It's cool art I found on DeviantArt when I was 11. It's
Okay,
my
I was just curious if it was from
favorite
a video game or something.
I've seen that for years
I
now.
forget the artist's name. I'm still following them on DeviantArt. I don't remember my DeviantArt
You can
password.
probably reverse image search it.
Whoa.
Probably. But you're in some sort of, if you peek out the slightly open door, because who fully closes storage closets? You're in and out of there. You can see that this is some sort of Pretty brightly lit, but still grungy looking stone, somewhere between a mine and a laboratory. There's like
Oh.
metal,
Is
wooden
this-
contraptions littered about. There's carts that seem to be full of raw materials. It
Are we getting
smells
Dwemer
just
right
like
now?
smoke and steam. What?
Are we getting Dwemer right now?
Yeah. Oh. Ooh.
Oh, is he supposed to be connected to himself like that?
No. Your
fun
microphone's connected.
surprise.
Why are you doing that? There we go.
No,
He's
Damn
escaping.
it, I don't know if that's Skyrim or Bioshock.
It is Skyrim. No, it's actually Elder Scrolls Online. Why? Thank you.
Because it's ironic given that his head is separated from his
Yeah.
body. You can't get his head and
Well. Alright.
he doesn't want to let go again.
So you
Of his head.
guys can poke your head out to a room that looks a little bit
Mhm.
like this. Perhaps a little bit more of a hallway than a room,
Mhm.
but definitely full of contraptions. You see along the walls and especially the ceiling, large wood and metal pipes are all going up and down the hallway.
Okay.
And in one direction is relative darkness. It seems just more supplies is piled up back here.
Mhm.
Carts ready to be unloaded and carts ready to be loaded. The ready to be loaded ones are empty. Clearly someone hasn't gotten to that job yet.
Mhm.
You're not sure what they're making with all these raw materials. And then at the other end is
Mhm.
significantly more noises. It sounds like machinery. It sounds like people working.
Mhm.
And the smell is emanating from that end of the hall.
Okay. And if we look down there, there's no one visible to us right now.
There is like an archway, and you can see that perhaps in the distance, like the far distance, like hundreds of feet away, there are,
Mhm.
things moving. You're not sure if they're carts, people, machines, etc.
Mhm. Okay. So we might as well start getting out of this closet. Did we bring mounts
Did
aside
you?
from Micah?
Did you?
Well, I'm
No.
asking people with mounts.
Were we allowed to bring them?
That's an awfully small closet.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
feel like
I
we
was
probably
thinking,
didn't, except for Micah.
Yeah, except
Man.
for Micah, I don't think we brought Jupiter's uh
Sorry.
garlic
Cla-
or snowball.
Yeah. Sorry, clarification question. So Micah, he was undead, in the sense that he was when he was an effigy, but we did turn him into another creature where he has a different table that
Yeah,
doesn't
so
take-
he's not undead technically.
Oh,
Okay, so could we slug him?
yeah, let's try to slug him.
Technically.
A mafia
Okay.
Dude, we are-
just slug them in.
That inventory's like, you can try. I'm behind 7 proxies. I'm behind
Yeah.
7 transformation tables.
And we have 2 tide pool bangles, didn't we duplicate it?
Yeah, we did duplicate
Okay.
them. Wait, are
All
they in
right.
the They're in the convoy, right? Where is the type bangle right now?
Can I use the Hermit's Journal real quick to tell Micah what we're doing
Sure,
before
go
he
ahead.
freaks it?
Make a
Alright,
check.
I'm gonna make a wisdom check where I add 23 to it.
Nice.
39.
Alright, what are you saying to him?
Just like we're gonna shrink you down real quick just to not attract attention.
His only critique of the situation is to just say tunnel.
Yeah, it is a tunnel. Alright, I'm gonna stick the tide pool bangle on I don't know, his like wing thing.
Okay. He thunks to the floor with a loud clattering sound because he's a half block of wood and stone, kind of like a little sculpture.
Yeah.
That the little ear bits like wiggle back and forth slightly. Can you make an insight check on this thing?
17.
The vibe is you're now 4 transformations deep.
Yeah.
Your insight checks and attempts to communicate are gonna diminish for each
Yeah,
transformation
that's
deep
fair.
you get, so the most you're gonna get out of him at this point is just like an ear wiggle of stimuli.
Yeah, no, that's so fair, dude.
Oh,
but he probably can't even pick out a body like this. Like he's
Yeah.
a little bit of a knick-knack at a thrift store right now that I would buy.
So
Yeah.
he cannot choose his body right now.
No.
He can't
All
get
right.
any.
You simply
gonna-
he's a JPEG that's been compressed beyond all conceivable belief.
Oh no. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's fair,
we're gonna
dude.
need to change him back so that
this
way he
is-
can find a body.
This is a
Yeah.
fucked up way to like forever imprison. So this is like the
DIY
equivalent
lobotomy?
of,
Mhm.
and I apologize, but this is like banish. This is like a remove from game effect in Magic the Gathering, where it's like, well, I can't kill this creature, but if I turn it into a beetle and then I take that beetle and I play something that removes,
Then we
that
put it
makes
in a
you
box, and
place
we hit the box
card-
with a hammer.
Yeah, man.
I play
Yeah.
something that makes you put the
foolproof.
card outside of the game board, then
Mhm.
it's as if I killed it without me killing it. Like, okay,
Yeah.
okay, man.
You're just
feel like
imprisoning a
you
man
could
within
just-
his own flesh, and by flesh I mean wood and stone.
You could quintuple wrap like a person or a god in transformations, and then
Mhm.
just like reduce it to a point where it has no will and it is just an animal.
Well, You've done that to your lovely friend Micah here.
Oh no.
No, we haven't even gotten.
Okay,
We could go
Sam,
further.
Sam,
You
Sam,
could
can
go
we-
further. Is my point.
Sam,
Mm-hmm. Hi.
he's gonna be okay as long as we change him back, like up to
Presumably.
his
Presumably. Provided that Edwin's head transplant theory is up to snuff.
usual. Okay.
I do wonder though how many animals there are. It probably not like that many statistically, but there's got to be at least some animals running around in the world that were just like mages who were like fucking around with transformation and like how far you can push it, and have just been wandering as like
I mean, Witch Hat Atelier can tell you that.
there's definitely
Oh, I'm sure that
there's
exists in
definitely-
this world as well.
There's definitely like a squirrel or like a turtle or something that someone one day is absolutely going to like kick too hard and like break some enchantment, and it turns into like triple unwraps into a human being who's like, ah,
Oh no.
what the hell
I mean,
happened?
that's how they get the frog prince in this world, as a
Mhm.
fairy
Yeah.
tale.
Mm-hmm.
Except
Fucked up
like
Princess and
instead
the
of needing
Frog.
a witch to do it to you, you can just like fuck up.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh, I
So
know what I'm doing if I ever make a camp.
Who's
Yeah.
putting the slug in their pocket? Because that'll be your controlled NPC.
I'm checking if I can. Are you considering it rescuing?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I can't. He has 16 defense.
Edwin tries to
think-
pick up this knick-knack, and it's just too
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, because he's a calcite gargoyle.
Mm-hmm.
what about 22 defense? I mean, not 22. 22 strength.
Yeah, he has 16 defense.
Okay. Octavia picks him up. It's like,
All right.
I think she turns to everyone and is like, this is for sneaking. If we're gonna be in battle, I think we should change him back because he still needs to pick out a body.
Oh, absolutely. This is just because we're gonna draw attention. As soon as we're fighting
Yeah.
anyone, I'm sure we can undo it.
Yeah, we just take off the bangle. Like we usually do.
Mm-hmm.
He twitches slightly in your hand, but has no other arguments.
Octavia turns to him and be like, sorry, man.
Twitch.
Yeah.
All right.
Octavia makes sure he's safely tucked away. But we're all in
Mhm.
disguise. We are all in disguises before we left the closet.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What are your
All right.
disguises exactly?
Okay. Shoot.
Brown cloak.
Got it. Okay. Okay.
I think
Scarf over face kind of situation.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Octavia also has scarf over her face, and unless anyone else wants to take it, her hair is turned from that blue thing to black hair.
Mm-hmm. Stealthy.
It's now in a big bun.
Very cute. Very cute. All right. So where are we dropping?
So I assume we want to start walking down the hallway. Can Godfried like make a technology check on these pipes and stuff while we're
Sure.
going?
I have a sheet.
I mean, I
open.
can too. He's just gonna like auto succeed it unless he rolls in that one.
Yeah, he rolled like a 30.
Yeah.
Damn.
He points up at it and he says, "It sounds like there's chunks of stuff going through it, like hard chunks of things. Probably more of
Sounds like a
whatever's in those
laundromat
carts."
in here.
Yeah, it's loud in here.
All right. Well, no, that's okay. That means no one heard the thunk of Micah hitting the floor.
Oh, absolutely not.
Is the big arch hallway the only like entrance or exit in this room?
It seems like it. The other end of the hall is blocked by carts.
Got it.
I mean, you could try to move them or get around them.
Yeah.
But...
Does it look like there's any reason to go that way, I guess would be my question.
Do you want to make any kind of check?
Sure, like tactics.
Sure.
Okay, well I got a nat 20.
Okay.
Nice.
It from what you can see, you're standing next to a door that says storage closet 5. Down the hallway you can see closet 6, closet 7. It seems to be more of the same. So if you're looking for a storage closet to hide in, or to store stuff in, this will be the way to go. However, if you're trying to get anywhere with this quest, probably not the direction you want to be heading.
Okay.
However, if you want to load up on raw scraps of iron, hell yes.
Godfried want to load up on raw scraps?
Godfried already has 2 or 3 scraps in his pocket.
Yeah, in his wheelchair.
Yeah, he's got the little shelf he might have installed, to hide books in.
Yeah.
Since we're at storage room 5, I'm assuming as we go forward, 4, 3, and 2 might be other places we can hide. Maybe. Let's
go down the hall and see if there's anything interesting in any of the rest of these.
Sure. So, 4, 3, and 2 are similarly full of carts. 2 is full of full carts of, normal wood, not blessed oak. And 3 is full of empty carts, presumably waiting to be filled. Storage room number 1 is full of lances.
Oh.
Huh.
Like, are they just normal?
You want to make a weaponry check?
I don't.
Val.
Oh, I thought Edwin was good at that.
Is okay. No, well, yeah, he's good at weaponry. He's not good at strength.
Yeah, it's a weaponry check.
Yeah, I'll make a weaponry check. 1 sec.
Or Dwyer can't. Dwyer, do you?
Yeah. I can make a weaponry check.
Yeah.
Dirty 20, actually.
Oh, never mind then.
Edwin, you can see that these are all Dream of Conquests.
Oh.
Oh my god!
Hey, I think we might be where they make the weapons to put in the altar.
Holy shit. Amalthea, look.
Amalthea's standing in the doorway, eyes glittering like a kid on Christmas. She already has one, but...
Yeah, but it's like, yeah.
She does walk over to a shelf, carefully consider the one she was holding before, and casually switch it out with a brand new one.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody has to know. The old one, you could see next to the other ones comparing, it's scuffed as hell.
She's been shooting it out of a gun.
Yes, she has.
Yeah.
The black paint, it's like a nice black paint on it. It used to. Now it's got big, like, skid marks. But this nice one is freshly painted, and she slides that into her little holster.
Nice.
Without saying a word.
Yep.
Anyone else want one?
Would Val want one?
Is there only Dream of Conquest in
It's
here?
just Dream of Conquests.
Okay, we didn't see any weapons in any of the other storage rooms?
No, those seem to be empty or raw materials.
Okay.
Too bad there's not
So it's not just weapon storage rooms all the way down.
No, it seems to be storage rooms, general, whatever needs to be stored. This
Mhm.
one is just Stream of Conquests.
Too bad you don't get the replacement lance that got acided.
Alas.
Not yet. We still got
Not
this
yet.
whole place to check out.
Yeah.
So if we peek out towards the archway to the sounds and stuff, can we vibe out what's going on over there?
Sure, you want to make like a perception check?
Yeah, I love perception checks. Nat 1.
There's a puff of smoke in your way.
Oh man.
It gets in your nose. It's hard to breathe and see
Oh
and
yeah.
whatnot.
Edwin's eyes are watering.
Octavia
Someone
holds up a
else.
handkerchief for him.
Oh, thank you.
hmm
Someone else look. What's up in there?
Gare, you like looking. Go.
Gare, stands behind Edwin and takes a peek. Hold on, I can open his sheet.
I am imagining him like hiding behind Edwin.
Oh yeah, for sure. You are
Yeah.
his meat shield. He got a nat one. The
Dude,
puff of
same-
smoke
another
gets him
puff of-
next.
Yeah.
He coughs a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
me too.
I already gave Edwin my handkerchief, sorry.
He kind of just
Edwin
coughs
holds it
into
up
his-
helpfully for Gare if he wants it.
Gare kind of makes a face like, I don't really want your used handkerchief, and just coughs into his elbow loudly like a
Yeah.
dad. You know, like, ah!
Oh no.
Yeah.
Thankfully, the loud clattering overhead prevents you from being heard from this distance.
Octavia is like, I'm not good at this, but why not?
Now one.
14.
Ah, alas, a 14. All right, hold on. I can show you the room.
Ooh. Ooh.
Can I get a fucking? There we go.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's a room going on here. You need to
Whoa.
stop screaming.
Throwing him at the wall.
Get out of here.
As soon as you said that, Dada just walked over my keyboard. I was like,
So, the way is kind of blocked, but a couple of you can see in a little bit further. This is a long room, and at the other end, you see the gentle glow of a couple different, probably magical sources. You're not exactly sure what they are from this distance, but maybe closer investigation will help you find out. Who has the slug
oh, Octavia has the
Octavia
slug.
has a slug.
on your head?
Mhm.
But you can see there's multicolored lights, lots of steam, mechanical sounds. Can you make a technology check?
Does Octavia or
Octavia.
Like... Okay.
Oh no.
It's okay. We'll have Godfrey check next.
Okay. Oh wait, let me get out the bonuses. I still have that bonus. No. But I didn't use it. Just
Mm-hmm.
that's an 8.
8? Yeah, the faint lights in the distance, you can't exactly make out what they are, unfortunately. Alas.
Can we make Godfrey look?
Yeah, Godfrey would love to get up in this business. Oh, Octavia, the one thing you do notice is that even from your feeble understanding of the technological world, you can tell that these machines are running much less smoothly than the ones in Finbar. So clearly this is not where all the Empire's focus is going.
I see. It's
Loud and
another
rambunctious in
place.
here. The machines are so excited to eat all those rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Godfrey got like a 20 fucking million. I don't know.
No,
He
it
rolled a
doesn't matter.
19.
Yeah, the highest he could without succeeding automatically.
Yeah. He's gonna take a good look at the room and he's gonna kind of point towards where all the way in the back is. He says, "Doesn't that look a little bit like the big clock in Sandrine?"
Oh.
The
It's
astronomical
partially
clock.
obscured by various walls, but you can see that, yes, there is in fact a gigantic circular active device on the other side of the room.
Okay.
So this is the place where they get all the shrine weapons.
That would be the assumption, yeah. You know, if we could get over there, we could probably mess with it a little bit.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Well, is there anything between us and it?
How funny you should ask! Anyways, yeah.
I see.
There seems to be, the head honcho, perhaps the guy you're looking for, at the front of it, directing everyone else. And around, there's all sorts of workers just doing their jobs. Not too many people, considering the size of the room. It's, like he said, the night staff.
Reduce wisdom, pushback sweep, universal nullification, and critical mass. What is that?
Those, the ones with the border, that's what they have. That's just so that you guys know when you're attacking them.
Okay.
Cool.
But, so, let me tell you I don't think we're gonna start combat tonight, because it's, like, getting there, and, well, I don't have to go to bed. I assume you don't want to play for another hour. So!
No, you throat tired.
I know, pat you on the head. So, the objective. So, remember back when you got the Judgment's greatcoat? And I said there's a specific map in the far future that's gonna be fucking trivialized because of this item.
Yeah.
Welcome! So your goal, there's a big door right here, is part 1 is to escape to this door. You have to get 1 unit through that door, and that 1 unit has to make 4 technology checks to disable the 4 different parts of this machine from the inside. Okay. So your goal is to get 1 unit all the way across, and then you have to survive for 4 turns. Whatever happens, you have to survive.
While they handle it.
While they handle it.
Guys, they got chests in here.
Yes.
Whoa.
So I think that's where we're gonna pause it for today.
Does the guy at the far end look like he's holding a bow by any chance?
You definitely see some sort of glowing golden light. He's very far away, but
it's just like old times, everybody, when we got harpooned.
Don't remind Edwin.
Oh, Edwin, you don't like getting harpooned?
No.
Shooting you and shooting you and shooting you and shooting you. What happened to good times?
Most harpooned in this entire campaign.
Yeah, he's been many things.
Well, there's always time to be more things.
All
right, but does anybody have any questions before we cut it for the night 10 minutes early?
No.
I think we got through a whole bunch.
Sorry, oh, okay, I can see the borders. I just didn't have it quite big enough. I see that now. I was like, what is...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Currently, well, not to spoil the map, but I think you can only really see one of the unit types right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that can't the astronomical clock summon crusaders or something?
I don't know. Who can say? Suddenly I can't read. Get off my lawn.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Yeah.
Anywho.
It's a night shift, but at what risk?
You know how it is with the night shift. Haven't you ever watched Paul Blart Mall Cop?
I don't think that's what Night at the Museum.
Paul Blart Mall Cop also has scenes that take place at night.
Oh.
That is such a sentence.
Peppy's just like accepting, like, huh. Very thoughtful, philosophical discussion happening.
Well, what do you say to something that sounds so fucking stupid but might be right? You know, like it's
Paul Blart Mall Marth. Anywho. Okay, so we will hold on. We will reconvene next Wednesday, I hope. I intend to be get out of your calendar. I intend to be here. I hope you are here. I feel like I shouldn't have to tell you to expect combat, but do that.
Yeah. That's a good plan.
It's more roleplay. You just have to do it right here for 4 hours.
Oh God. I mean, Sam.
Yeah.
Sam, we could.
Yeah, I know you guys could. I know you guys could.
We could strategize.
I could leave you guys in a blank room with like an untextured cube, and you'd make that a session. And the best part is, it would be a good session.
Yeah.
It would
Yeah,
be
the ones where we fuck about are some of the best ones.
yeah,
You
exactly.
gotta play with the rules of your universe. What else would we
Exactly.
be
You gotta
doing?
push the boundaries.
Yeah, we gotta resuscitate a guy who's just a head.
Yeah, I'll admit, not the angle I was expecting, but I've learned to expect the unexpected. Yes, and.
Mhm.
Thank you so much for giving us this caveat. It's so fun.
No, it's more fun
Yeah.
this way. It's more fun than just putting him down.
Yeah, I am. I know Edwin volunteered to do it. He gets like pretty good on medicine. Because what would it be? What did we say? Like a medicine check? Did we
He
say?
has to make a medicine check of 25.
Okay, because like he can super do that, but any buffs will be appreciated.
Yeah, he's gonna get buffs from both
Yeah.
Octavia and Godfrey throughout that. They will be in the surgeon tent with him.
Yeah.
Is my current plan, and also we will just give Edwin more of our buff wisdom stuff. He could
Mhm.
even just wear the clear mind circlet.
Oh,
if he
that's true.
wanted.
Yeah.
We still
Gives
have
him a
that.
migraine. What does migraine do? Would that interfere?
I
don't
mean,
know, look
it's
it up.
only. It's
I
only
will.
when.
Oh,
it's
sorry, not a
too-
medicine check, a holy magic check. I apologize.
Okay.
The medicine
Okay.
check was
Well,
to see if he would live. It's
yeah,
a holy
okay.
magic check.
Okay, well I am better at that. Still buffs to all buffs appreciated.
Mhm.
Yeah, all buffs
give me your magic up tome, Octavia. I need that.
Okay, yeah, you can borrow that tome.
yeah. Because I don't have any. The clear mind circlet wouldn't do anything for magic stat.
Yeah, you would have. Well, as long as you had the clear mind circlet, you could buff that that fun dark manuscript thing to.
Oh no,
+12.
yeah. I'm saying right now I don't have any magic buffing stuff in my inventory,
Ah, okay.
but I do have plus 20% to all my growth, so I get a guaranteed one more magic this level.
Excellent.
I could eat more silver powder.
Yay! Drugs.
Remember, we need to save some of those for
Yeah. I agree. But
We're
if
making actual panacea
No,
from the Book
yeah.
of Naga.
yeah, no, it was survivor's cure is what it's for.
Or Survivor's Cure.
Yeah.
Sorry, Survivor's Cure.
Yeah, all good. Yeah.
All right. Excellent. Well,
Mhm.
I will see all of you next Wednesday.
Yeah.
And also possibly in mutuals in 10 minutes.
yeah.
Goodbye.
All right, see ya. Bye.